music, it breaks the scene. You want justice, burn the machine. This is interviewing humanity. Say what the fuck they're scared to see. We don't play nice, we break the cage. This mic's a weapon on the stage. Street-born sermons and duct tape. Hope we speak in cuts. No pretty quotes from the 10-line truth to the backroom deals. We air it all. No highlight reels. We ain't here to whisper change. We scream it raw and rearrange. No side gig for the moral elite. This is revolution on repeat. This is interviewing humanity. Say what the fuck they're scared to see. Truth don't trend, it tears the veil. No peace without the scream and wail. We're not your neutral broadcast feed. We're the scream your silence breeds. The ghost of
Welcome in.
you tried to kill.
Hey, there you are. There's everybody. Come on in, everybody. What up, Alex? If you want to come up, go ahead and send a guest request, and I'll bring you on in.
Fuck your decree, we won't take a back seat in a travesty. If you want a free ride, you gotta come with me. My cup.
Service right hatchet in. It keeps glitching.
Hey, no worries, no worries. Okay. Seeds, what's up, man? Get on in here. Oh, hey, the new song just dropped. Let me know if y'all can hear that just fine.
I met Jesus at the black block. Face wrapped tight, eyes sharp as wire. Tossed the bottle through a cop shop window. Said the temple's next.
What up, Victoria? Come on up.
No sandals, just steel toe boots. Blood on his hands from tending the wounded. Said you don't turn cheeks to bootlicks. You break chains till the system's gutted. He didn't preach, he screamed. Didn't float, he ran. Told me heaven ain't up there. It's the people with a plan. I met Jesus in a gas mask, choking truth like fire. Told the rich your time is up. I ain't your pacifier, didn't ride no cloud. Just hitched a freight train off with a Molotov in his hold and a blunt in his mouth. Yeah, I met Jesus where the sirens moan at the edge of the riot, standing alone. He said, "Kingdom come, not bought nor sold, just built from rolling rebel souls." Not everyone who knows is so much.
Hey, what up, Banish? Jess up here.
He flipped the bird on a bow, laughed, guess they'll crucify me twice. Said
What's
no scripture.
What's cracking, homie?
Don't play nice. He patched
Not
up
much to take from it.
whispered prayers in a language lost.
Hold on, I'm trying to fix my mic situation. Give me just a second.
No worries.
Not a preacher, not a brand, just a fugitive with scars and blistered hands. This is gospel with gasoline.
Oh yeah, this is the new fucking song, man. What do you think?
I like it.
He lights the match, the heaven sent. I met Jesus in a gas mask, swinging justice loud. Told the system I'm your end, not your golden cow. Didn't bring no peace, just reckoning heat with callous palms and
Get this fucking microphone fixed so there's no goddamn fucking so that there's no reverb going on here. Torsdag, what up, man?
But I've been sitting at the safe spot all damn day.
Been where?
Sitting in the same spot all day.
Oh shit. Come on.
You physically can't go past the admin door, so I'm going to walk.
Hold on one second. I will, man. Let me get these this speaker situation figured out real quick. Come on, fool. Crushers, where's my crushers at? Come on, fucker. Primary speakers. Why the fuck isn't it letting me connect to my fucking headphones, bro? What the hell?
Look at your brother. Relax.
What up, Seeds? Why aren't you letting me connect my goddamn headphones, bro?
He baked in champagne, wiped with silk. So I tackled his ass, filled his milk. Said that
Nice.
yes, no tears you cloud. The deep fried his Birkin and
God damn, come on.
He got a shit for his dog. I shoot and kids. I got eviction letters. He got land. He called security. I called the pen. Now he's
The fuck?
sauteed in $1 billion jam. I'm gonna eat that rich motherfucker. Gonna hit stuff with the Bezos butter. Grind his socks in a hot dog filler. Serve it fresh to a doomsday killer. I'm gonna eat that rich ass motherfucker. Deep fry his bones in mustard butter. Shred his socks into a greasy thriller. Serve it cold to a doomsday griller.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
He bought us while we lost her.
Alright. This doesn't fix the problem, I'm so irritated. Yada yada, let's do this, come on. Much better, here we go.
Oh, I hear something. I hope it slows down. I'll just catch anything at the fly at this point.
Much better. Now I can fucking hear you people, Jesus fuck. Can you hear me though?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Is the music too loud?
No, it's actually very faint. You could actually turn it up a tad bit. And it'd be
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, cool.
It's actually at the point where it's too quiet.
Okay, okay, cool. Cool. All right. Anybody else down in the chat wants to come up? Please go ahead and send a request, and I'll bring you on in. Hey, that looks like chlorine water. Let's see. Oh yeah, get back to this playlist real quick. Okay.
I'm also trying to figure out what's in those.
What's that?
If you look at your screen, those blue containers there,
Oh yeah?
like, I've been sitting at them all day looking up anything I can about them. Like, what is in that?
Probably nothing good.
No, I mean it might be a military flame.
Yeah, be careful, man. Oh yeah,
I mean, I'm always
that's that
careful.
FEMA shit, bro.
I'm just a real fan.
Hey. Come on, come on. Blam, there we go. Alright.
Whatever it is, probably something of value. Because I've seen probably like 20 inspectors over there go down.
Alright. It's the theme song for the show. Alright, that's going good. Alright, can y'all still hear the music? Don't you start being an asshole to me now.
Oh yeah, everything sounds good.
Okay, cool. Save. Okay, save. Save. Jesus fucking Christ, come on. Save. Oh my god. Close all that shit. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. What the fuck? This in here. Blam. All right. Fantastic. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. If you're sitting down in the chat and you want to come up, please come on up. We'll be having an episode here in just a minute, but currently I'm just going to be playing some of my music. And like this song right here, actually, featuring our wonderful friend here, Evolving Seeds, as the voice of God.
I'll be back in a bit. I gotta make a call real quick.
Don't you threaten me. Towards that, get up here, man. What the fuck?
Just a fugitive with scars and blistered hands. This is gospel with gasoline breath. Hope that fights and bleeds till death. He don't forgive what don't repent. He lights the match the heaven sent. I met Jesus in a gas mask, swinging justice loud. Told the system I'm your end, not your golden cow. Didn't bring no peace, just reckoning heat with callous palms and blistered feet. Yeah, I met Jesus on a looted night. Said mercy ain't weak, it's how you fight. And kingdom come ain't built by kings. It's born in fire where the people sing. He cried when they cuffed the kid. Kissed the forehead, said, blessed are those who resist instead. And he vanished when dawn broke red, but his boot prints burned where the rebels tread. I met Jesus where the sirens cry, where truth gets kettled and dreams get fried. He said, this is my body, broken revenge. This is my blood, spilled on the stage of every street where they try to erase the spark of a world we're dying to make. He's not in pews.
Torsdag, if you're down there, come on up, man.
Every heartbeat stops the beat. No savior's coming from the sky. We build our wings or we die trying. So if they ask where he lives these days, don't point up, point to barricades where love burns bright and fear turns thin.
Belly button.
That's where Jesus throws the first brick in. I met Jesus where the sirens cry, where truth gets kettled and dreams get fried. He said, this is my body, broken in rage. This is my blood, spilled on the stage of every street where they try to erase the spark of a world we're dying to make.
They build the walls, they call it fate, but every king meets the same old weight. What's built on blood, don't
What's going on here?
stand too tall. History don't bow, it lets them fall. I've seen them write their names in stone, carve their rules into broken bones, stack their gold on shattered dreams, burn the world just to hear it scream. They call it power, I call it fear. They hold the chains but the cracks run clear. It starts in whispers, grows to roars. The ground don't shake, it breaks the floor. No gods, no masters, no king survive. Every throne turns to dust. How's it going?
What up, handsome homie? Come on up. Come on up, everybody.
2005, they got busted.
Who got busted in 2005?
Supposedly sent to Iraq. 100-something billion disappeared. 9 billion got money laundered through Ketchikan.
Yeah, we did.
I said, that, and as soon as I sent all that off to them, next thing you know, wham, they hit my phone. And the funny part was, when I was trying to get to work, you ever watch The Matrix and the green little numbers coming down? I was watching white, tiny little bitty numbers going right down the screen.
Who is this?
I'm like, fuck, you hit it with a virus.
They're wiping your phone, yeah.
They hit the phone, so I had to go get a new one. But it didn't stop me. I went ahead. Now I got more memory. Shit. My clouds opened up.
Your neighbor? All right,
yeah.
cool. He's spitting bars.
So I went and downloaded all that FOIA from the cloud, saying, thank you. Shit, brains, you destroyed my fucking old cell phone. Now I got one that works better.
The boys are talking about local corruption. Fuck yeah, good. They should be.
So now I got all that on there. That's what's also on our jump drives that we send off. And Mary's got copies of them too. So.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and throw you on real quick so I can introduce everybody or get everybody settled into the show real quick. What's up, Paul?
What's up?
Hey, can you hear me just fine over the music?
Yeah.
Can you hear the music fine?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I want to show you something. Just dropped a new track, and I'm hoping y'all like it.
sharp as wire. Toss the bottle through a cop shop window. Set the temples next, light the fire. No sandals, just steel-toe boots. Blood on his hands from tending the wounded. Said you don't turn
Talking about the mining claims and quick claim title deeds over here.
He didn't preach, he screamed. Didn't float, he ran. Told me heaven ain't up there. It's the people with a plan. I met Jesus in a gas mask, chucking truth like fire. Told the rich your time is up. I ain't your pacifier, didn't ride no cloud. Just hitched a freight train south with a Molotov in his coat and a blunt in his mouth. Yeah, I met Jesus where the sirens moan at the edge of the riot, standing alone.
These are cruise ships flew no flags for the past 2 days.
I'm about to bust.
Not everyone you know is so righteous.
Why did that fit the song too well? Thank you, Julie. That was well placed.
It feels the love that don't play nice. He patched up a punk with pepper spray lungs, whispered prayers in a language lost, then tagged a cruiser with thou shalt not kill in paint made from the ash and exhaust. Not a preacher, everyone you know wants peace. Not a brand, just a fugitive with scars and blistered hands. This is gospel with gasoline breath. Hope that fights and bleeds till death. He don't forgive what don't repent. He lights the match the heaven sent. I met Jesus in a gas mask, swinging justice loud. Told the system I'm your end, not your golden cow. Didn't bring no peace, just reckoning heat with.
It's maritime law to fly the flag of origin and the flag of port while in territorial waters.
Oh shit.
Cuffed the kid, kissed her forehead, said, blessed are those who resist instead. And he vanished when dawn broke red, but his boot prints burn where the rebels tread. I met Jesus where the sirens cry, where truth gets kettled and dreams get fried. He said, this is my body, broken in rage. This is my blood, spilled on the stage of every street where they try to erase the spark of a world we're dying to make. He's not in pews, he's in the street. Every heartbeat stops the beat. No savior's coming from the sky. We build our wings or we die trying. So if they ask where he lives these days, don't point up, point to barricades. Where love burns bright and fear turns thin, that's where Jesus throws the first brick in. I met Jesus where the sirens cry, where truth gets kettled and dreams get fried. He said, this is my body, broken in rage. This is my blood, spilled on the stage of every street where they try to erase the spark of a world we're dying to make. All skin folk ain't kinfolk, motherfucker.
And the only big guy yapping at the world not following those guidelines is Pudding Lamau.
That's funny. So yeah, that the voice of God in that song is our friend Seeds here.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Okay. So that's going on the next album too. I'm working real hard on trying to get this fucking album put together.
Yeah. Speaking of mutuals, person you had on recently with a one-on-one interview. I don't know if you heard, but Little Red Fighting Hood got her account banned.
Nuh-uh.
Yep, it happened last night, and guess what the reasoning was?
Why?
She was too nice to people.
Are you fucking serious?
She was complimenting someone who came out recently.
Yeah.
Explaining, like, she was like, hey, you know, that color works well with you. The name you chose is nice. You know, that kind of stuff. And apparently that was considered harassment according to the bots.
What the fuck? Did you get a chance to appeal or anything, or what?
No, I don't know if she had a chance to appeal, but that's what I heard directly from her.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So yeah, I made a couple posts. I think I sent you one, at least one, from my other account.
Okay.
Linking to her backup. So.
Okay.
You know.
I'll make sure to check that out.
Yep. It's still a very small backup. It's like last time I looked, it was like 40 something.
Oh yeah, the stealth punchline.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I figured I'd just let you know on that.
Thank you very much, man. Yeah, I had no idea. Hey everybody, how's it going? Hi Joker.
Hi.
How are you today?
Same, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. I'm putting together all of the stuff for the album, which should be dropping on Monday. Just kind of struggling through it at the time. Somebody in the UK said that they wanted to buy my next album, which I think is cool. And if that happens, then, you know, I'll have some things to throw around to folks. But at the present time, I'm just kind of trying not to die about it. Let's see. Okay. Let's see.
Corralling my spawn.
Oh yeah. Let's throw Real Eyes in there.
Toddlers are ferocious.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They are demon spawn.
That's my boy.
Fucking bet. Is this one in here? Not yet. Okay. This is not America.
Deals making 59. I proved it.
No.
But the thing is, they can't write anything dealing with the land. Not even anyone. No one on Cape Fox can.
No.
Okay.
How you doing, bud?
Good.
Doing great, man. Thanks for asking.
I have my headphones
Same
in.
people, same
Hey, no worries, no worries. Hey, Torsdag, do you mind if I throw Desperation Incarnation on? Are you there, Torsdag?
My rock.
Yeah. Torsdag, can you hear me, buddy?
Why don't you do this?
I think he's driving right now. He was,
Oh yeah, probably.
buckling up.
Ready
Okay.
to go after 20 million.
Well, y'all are gonna have to listen to Realize then. If y'all haven't heard this song is called Realize, Realize is Real Lies. by any other name can go on there. Sorry, I will be having an episode here shortly. I'm just trying to get the album lined up.
It's all cool.
Cool. Let's see. Alright, add to that. Okay. Also, if you guys are keeping up with me on BandLab, do pay attention because there's a bunch of stuff coming out here shortly. And can y'all still hear the music or no?
No.
No? Okay. I'll turn that up for y'all real quick. Aw, where'd Paul go? Alright, how about now?
Reminded me to download BandLab LOL. Can hear it now.
Can hear it now? Okay. Where the hell? Like Paul dropped out. That's okay. There's Paul. What happened, man?
Hey, am I still back on?
Yeah.
Yeah. My phone's been having a weird issue for the last few weeks.
Yeah?
Where, yeah, as much as I hate saying it, I'm probably getting at that point where I need to set aside for a new one. Because I've had this one since early first Trump administration.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well.
Which is weird to say like that, but, you know, measuring time in presidential administrations.
Well, I mean, 2025 has been a long 10 years. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, 2020 has been a long fucking... It's still 2020 on my side. But no,
I don't know. 2020 was awesome. So
for the most part, though, my phone's working. It's just that it's not charging right.
Oh shit.
It's the port, and I've looked at trying to find ways to clean it out, like, you know, ye har har fiddly deed some cans of canned air at work, and, you know, tried doing some fiddling at it at the port while I could, but if something about it is not allowing most things to charge, and then what'll happen is it'll charge, but then it's like if the part of the plug jiggles a bit, it'll disconnect, and when it disconnects, it overlays the screen with another thing, and apparently with the recent TikTok update, that counts as me leaving the screen even if I'm still in the app. See, I would do that too, but my phone kind of is used as my wallet, so my case is too thick for wireless chargers.
Oh.
But yeah, no, basically it's having issues charging. Like, there's only one thing I could use to reliably charge my phone, but that's a portable battery pack.
Yeah.
and that dies relatively quickly. So,
Okay.
But yeah, no. What happened is my phone. I was trying to charge my phone and it disconnected.
Oh shit. Okay. Next.
The batteries, you really get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, I got this one for you. I had this one for years.
Okay,
It was
I
the
know.
battery pack.
Cool. Torch bag's home. Yay. Go ahead, bud. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Well, I was gonna say, it's like the battery pack. I've had it for multiple years.
Yeah.
And it works pretty well. It's just the issue is it doesn't allow. The only issue I have with it is if I have it plugged in to charge itself, it won't charge anything else. So I can't use it as a middleman to charge my phone without having to waste its own battery. And the thing is, it takes the same outlet as my phone does, and like, if I'm not going to be using my phone for anything else, I can charge it. But when I do it without using the battery pack, the battery drains really quickly. Like, it'll drain about 20% in about an hour.
Okay.
Even if I'm not actively using it, so. Let alone TikTok, which.
Yeah. Yeah. TikTok is, even on my laptop, it's like it's pulling too much.
Oh yeah. Makes you wonder why it's pulling so much.
Yeah, it really does. Also, do you have a Samsung phone?
Yeah.
You do? Did you hear the recent news?
No, what happened?
Oh, so if you go into your app settings and turn on the system app settings, and go to go to your location settings, or location permissions, and then system set or system permissions, find the one that says Find My Phone. It's always on. You can't turn it off. It connects to every Bluetooth device in your immediate area with or without your permission. You never signed up for it. You didn't approve of it. You didn't download it yourself, and it is owned by ICE.
And then people at my group, at my local, say that I am being paranoid when I tell them that your phone is a narc.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, "What do you mean? It's not a narc. It's just." I'm like, "Why the?" I even told I got asked to take it outside for a bit to cool off, but because I almost went off on someone. Like, you literally brought your phone here in the middle of the org.
Yeah.
Not in a Faraday.
If you can't fucking separate yourself from your cell phone, then you need to get a fucking Faraday bag.
Exactly, at the very least, and you have to make sure it works.
Yeah.
Like, I explain to people how to make those work, like how to check if those work, and people are like, "Oh, it's just the phone. It's not gonna do much." I'm like, I would almost understand a phone not doing much if we're talking about the cell phones of like the 90s.
Yeah.
Where they were like in a fucking suitcase. But like, these phones literally have the modern phone has a multiple of how much data was calculated to send a rocket on the Apollo missions. And we are more, and as far as technology having evolved, like, we are more effective at being able to use it for, smaller amounts of data for more things. So when things are using a lot of data, that just tells me that something else is going on.
Yeah. If you're not doing anything on your phone and it's pulling too much fucking power and overheating, You got some shit going on.
That's another reason why I constantly clear my cache. That's another reason why I constantly make it a point to restart the device, have the Faraday bag. Like, as much as I can't stand being in the basement at my house, there's one benefit of being in the lab I work at being where it is, and that is it has almost no signal whatsoever.
Yeah.
So, downside, if I have an important emergency call, no one can get a hold of me, but is it that really much of a issue when it comes to knowing when I work in X, Y, and Z?
Yeah. There we go.
But yeah.
Oh, this is a song going on the next album too. It's called Still Standing. Just throwing it out there. And y'all can hear everything just fine. I'm sorry, I'm still like fucking with settings and whatnot.
Oh no, I hear it fine.
Okay.
But I had no idea about that with it. But then again, it's like I'm not surprised at all. Because like, it's just like Nintendo. People were giving Samsung too much credit.
Yeah.
Ignoring the fact that it's a company, first and foremost.
Agreed.
Yeah, this song's about life after the fall of capitalism.
I almost got, speaking of, that almost got me in trouble at my job today.
Really?
So, for reference, I've been working on, so the hospital lab has multiple departments, right?
Yeah.
Generally it's referred to as chemistry, hematology, and blood bank, right?
Yeah.
Well, the last 2 weeks have been on blood bank. The other two parts of the lab, they're pretty much steady, but they could be busy or not really busy at all. You know what I mean? But it's steady work throughout. Blood bank is either you are at 100% busy all the time and it's chaos, or there's nothing going on whatsoever. And it is a dice roll that can change at any time. And I've been on blood bank for the last 2 weeks, and literally today and yesterday were the only 2 days that were relatively calm. And yesterday part of the lab flooded and it was still considered calm.
Oh shit.
Like it happens. Machines disconnect, and it was a waste port. But the thing is, I have made it. People have started picking up on the fact that I will complain, but like I will be very sarcastic about it.
Yeah.
My supervisor directly overheard me, and she's like, "Paul, that's what we're paying. She's like, you love it. That's what we're paying you for. So you gotta love it." I'm like, I literally across the lab. I'm like, number one. I'm like, I look at her. I'm like, paying me for something I love. Number one, we are literally in the company that is considered one of the lowest in the field. I don't do this out of pay. Out of love of pay. I mean, granted, it pays some bills, but I do it because I find the science interesting. But I also can find ways to finagle it to help people.
Come on for walk safety.
But yeah, it's crazy when you factor in how much BS is done in the hospital to try to charge more. But there's little ways around it to that if you have someone who is class conscious in the lab, ways to get some of those same tests done and cheaper for the patient, not for the company.
Yeah. Cam on for walk safety. Okay, are you walking through a dangerous area or something?
The whole town is dangerous. I'm just walking to the grocery store for milk, and I've had people trying to like pick me up off the side of the road before. So, yeah, I've got my self-defense tools in my pocket, but still, you know, I'm just a lady, and it's really shitty out.
It's sad
And
that
loud.
that's become an necessity.
We had 4 landslides in one day the other day. We have had about, I think, 10 inches of rain in the past 3 days. And yeah, I asked for 1 landslide and got 4, so it's going pretty good up here.
Good lord. Since I got seeds up in the box, I'm gonna play his song again.
It's good.
Sorry.
Do it.
Yeah, I dig it. It took me forever to fucking get that song out. And then while I was doing some edit with him and my buddy Tony from the UK on Discord, and my fucking internet crashed for a quick second, just on the BandLab server, and it fucking it killed all the fucking music that I had in there. So I had to fucking pull my tracks back up from my fucking from my files and get it started over again. It was such bullshit. It was Seeds being the voice of God. Didn't float, he ran. It's the people with a plan. Molotov in his coat and a blunt in his mouth.
See, when I was crossing the street, there was a dude over here. There was a dude standing right here.
Yeah.
And now he's gone. Fucking hate that shit. I got a fan club. The other night I was standing on my porch and I was facing towards the inside of my house and I saw fucking camera flashes. Oh.
I mean, you got that utility axe, right? Smart woman. Not everyone you know wants peace, harmony, and equity.
Yep, there are a lot of people that'll hurt you because they want to and they think they can. They
Yep.
never carry something you don't know how to use and you're not willing to.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Look at you being a whole badass. Oh yeah, Seeds. So Seeds dropped a new book. It's called The Great Work Handbook. You can find it on his website, evolvingseeds.com. You should definitely fucking check that shit out.
When I was homeless, I lived in the back of a truck that was like a wooden camper where that little tool thingy is. I lived in a camper right there. That's where they gave me carbon monoxide poisoning when I was sleeping with 3 diesel trucks.
Oh!
Yeah, after I got the Humanitarian Rights Council in town to smack the shit out of the fucking law system here, because I got the judge on record saying that he doesn't have to operate under federal law. And so I handed their fucking asses to him and they tried to unalive me 3 times. They couldn't even do it in my sleep.
That's a skill issue.
Yeah, like there used to be a patch of birch trees right there, but they cut it all down.
Yeah.
I only got to harvest birch syrup once.
Hold on just a second. What's that, Seeds?
The book is also available for free on Amazon Kindle. If you have Kindle, you can read it for free, and I get paid by the amount of pages you read.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Everybody, get over to Amazon Kindle and fucking download the Great Work Handbook.
Hell yeah! Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
But I'm gonna put it back on mutual aid because it's loud over here.
It seems like everybody's doing something loud right now, except for Paul.
I just had to get away from my neighbor, like, oh, look, another landslide that's undocumented.
Hey.
The road's gonna go into the river. Yes! Fucking bring it all to the sea. Anyway, I had to get away from my neighbor. So he's making good points, but he's just really fucking misogynistic. And yeah, so he gave me $20 because I was like, I need to get the fuck away from you, dude. And he was like, here, $20. And I'm like, I'm gonna go buy milk.
Fuck yeah. Make that your background, Seeds. What's up, Kimberly Higginbottom? You want to come up? We're having conversations.
I have to resist my goblin brain, but there's so much scrap steel I could bring home to my husband right there. But that's steel.
Give in to your baser impulses.
Right. I'll wait until after dark at least.
What up, Jabba the Hutt?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, that person flipped me off. I wonder who it was. Hell yeah. Competitive grocery shopping.
Oh, why does that say 2025 USA so fucking hard?
Because we're living through the fall of Rome again.
Quite literally.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to keep my camera on too, because this company had bought my last job, and they didn't even lay me off. They just stopped giving me hours before I could qualify for maternity leave, and they still haven't fired me, so I haven't been able to get any benefits since I had my son. Yeah, and also, this building cost a couple $1 million, and it was federally funded by the Alaska State Dividend Fund, which is a federal enterprise, and the Three Bears Company is a private enterprise that is family owned, and it is federally illegal to federally fund a private enterprise.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah. And I remember, like, the manager for this store, when I first started up at the gas station, when they were still remodeling this one, he, like, showed off some handcuffs, and he's like, I'm gonna use these if I catch someone stealing. I'm like, that's really illegal, dude. Like, you can't do that. But he didn't care.
Let's see. Let's do... Somebody give me a topic so I can pull out scripts, because I've got everything.
Zombies.
I mean, okay, yeah, we could do a zombies episode.
So I don't know if I brought it up to you.
It's $15.
Hold on, honey, hold on. Hold on just a second. What was that, Paul? What were you saying?
I don't know if I brought it up to you, but I'm in the process of writing a book.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, granted, it's more political theory essay, but
There's a lady that tried to unalive me here, sorry.
I realized how long this is going to be, and it's basically just going to be a book. But it's mainly going to be done in the form of a series of episodes of essays that are all related to a larger topic. because you know how I always say that normalcy is the most effective form of propaganda? Like how often I bring that shit up?
Yeah.
Well, basically, I was like, fuck it, I might as well just consolidate all of the topics and how this interacts. I mean, I'm still in the early stages right now. And granted, when writing anything from a scientific aspect, even if it is political science or sociology, you know, it's technically overarching the argument to be made that I'm doing it in a false sense because I have an outcome that I know of. But at the same time, it's not that I haven't researched this topic. I'm just rewriting other things I've written and pointing out how they reference each other. So yeah, still in the early stages. I'm trying to figure out the most optimal way to organize it.
Yeah.
Before I actually start rewriting the essays, because I don't want it to be too stuffy. I want people to be able to read it and, you know, like read it conversationally, but also I want it to be fully informative in the fact of how these things work.
Yeah.
And I'm currently on the second set of second draft of outlines. So like I'm still in a very early stage of this, but like each of these outlines is about 12, 13 pages.
Yeah, that's a good head start, man.
But yeah, when I get it, when I finish writing it, I still don't have any idea of how it'll be published. I'll find a way to get certain people free copies and a bunch of other people free copies, but you know.
Yeah, I still haven't published my book. Have you had a chance to read it yet?
No, I didn't know you had one.
Oh yeah, I'm writing a 10-book series called The Immortal Witness,
There's a woman that tried to unalive me here, so I might have a confrontation in the lot. Sorry.
Okay, no worries. It's basically a historical retelling of human history, starting in Sumer, ending next year, and it centers around a recurring consciousness that pops up in different people throughout history, unknown folks who witness the rise and fall of nations and things like that. I'll send you the Google Doc for the first book.
Seriously, please do. That's great.
Seed's got to read it. He fucking likes it. Okay.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Moon, come on up, man. Somebody bring Moon King in, please.
I would, but I don't have the mod permissions from this account.
Is this not my main?
No, this account. I mean my account.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
let me make that happen then.
Making illegal.
Yeah, because my backups have, like, between you and Loon, I have mod permissions, but on my main, but no one on this one.
Okay, give me just a second. I'll give you mod permissions. Nipples. Okay, let's see.
Underscore of underscore catalyst to ensure he don't want to hear splashing noises long.
I invited M.K.
An MONKING adhesive bandage. Did you ask LMAO?
Let's see.
Homie forgot how to sign.
Too much cologne.
Too much colon. By the way, the song you're listening to right now, the lyrics were written by homeboy Torsdag.
I would ever ask that law.
Hey.
F1.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, just keep those F1s rolling, and we'll be good.
F1.
Come on, shit's running so slow. Fucking hell.
F1.
F1. F1.
The hell.
Oh yeah, I forgot to bring up. There's another person who appreciates your music.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, my cat.
Ah, cool.
Yeah,
in that
it's
case,
kinda
I have
become a
succeeded
thing.
in life.
Yeah, no joke. Like, usually this cat is very clingy to me, but in the times when she doesn't, but she's very silly in terms of not being able to think about where I am. So if I'm in the other room and she doesn't know, she has like object permanence issues. But it's one of the things that I've been doing to get her to like actually like stop crying and follow the sound to come to me is playing some music in general.
Okay.
But when she hears I was playing your album yesterday, and she came in running in, like tail up with a toy in her mouth. So
Fuck yeah. I've succeeded in life. That's I win. Fuck yeah, that's cool.
And now she is sitting in the shower staring at me.
In the shower. Cool.
Oh no, this cat is weird. She did I ever tell you the sync thing?
No.
Alright, so
17K Torsdag, 17. I'm seeing 17K.
yeah, I'm seeing 17.4 here. Basically, when my fiance and I moved into where we live, we had to renovate a basement a bit, which included putting together a bathroom, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, I have experience setting up showers, setting up toilets and shit, but I never did a sink before, and I accidentally put in the sink backwards. Like, the handles go, they're the kind that you're supposed to pull toward you to turn it on, and push away to turn it off. But I put it in backwards to the point where you have to push it away to turn on the water. So what my cat likes to do is lay in the sink and then with her hind feet kick the water to turn on the water and have her belly covered in water.
Quick funny. I had seen the lady that tried to unalive me, like she attacked me and I was too drunk to walk upstairs type shit. And that's actually how I got Ketchikan in trouble. But anyway, yeah, some dude she was with was trying to say hi to me. I'm like, don't talk at me with that thing next to you. And she's like, don't make me get up out of this wheelchair. And I just looked at her and I'm like, I'll fucking put the brakes on you, bitch.
That's funny. So
Well,
just
she-
so everybody knows,
yeah,
we'll
she
get the show
attacked me.
started at 20K, okay? Go ahead. Sorry.
I just wanted to stop in real quick and say hello because my daughter's over.
Oh.
Yeah. So I just want to let you know I'm gonna be spending time with her tonight.
Hey man, that's fucking fantastic, bro. I hope you get to have a real good time with her.
You know how rare it is, so
Yeah, I do. I'm really happy for you, man.
yeah. So I'll be back on shortly tomorrow because I believe she's gonna wake up right. Well, later on tomorrow, I'll be back on this app. She's gonna spend the night with her cousin or whatever, my niece. My niece and her will spend the night over at her house. Saturday, there's a birthday party going on with my nephew who turned another age. So I'm gonna be pretty busy this weekend, except for Sunday. Oh, even Sunday, yeah. Sunday, I'm going to her her dance performance that she's doing. So I'll be busy this weekend.
Okay, well I hope you have a good time, man.
Yeah, I just want to let you know what was going on and keep you informed. This is probably why you won't see a whole lot of action from me coming up in the box, but I can be in the chat checking in periodically.
Yeah, if you don't mind just hanging out and tapping once in a while, I appreciate the fuck out of you, man. But more than anything, spend time with your kid, bro.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Tonight may not happen, but next time will.
Hey, no worries, man.
You know
No
what I
worries. We're gonna be having a show about zombieism, modern zombieism through exposure to media and stuff like that. So,
And we're also talking the modern zombie, work zombie, right? Where we're
Yeah.
forced to do long hours, correct? To bring
Yeah.
awareness to that.
yeah.
I definitely need to. I wish I could be a part of that discussion because I would be very helpful with that because I deal with it all the time.
Well, if you find yourself with a period of time to come on in, please do.
You got it, brother. I just want
All
to
right.
let you know I love you, man.
I love you too, buddy.
I gotta be with my daughter.
Yeah, do your thing, bud. Do your thing. Get the hell out of here.
Yep, good to see you guys. Be safe and much love and respect to everyone in here. Guys,
Love you,
keep
buddy.
fighting the good battle. And if you're not connected with each other, you're doing yourself a disservice. This is something that Sludge Knuckle will keep on saying till the day we unalive.
Damn
You
right.
guys are not connected with each other. You're doing yourself a disservice.
Damn right.
That's all I have to say because everyone in here is worth getting to know, especially the host, Sludge Knuckle.
I
Please
mean,
keep enough positive.
I don't think there's any specialty to it, but I appreciate the hell out of you, buddy.
I'm just emphasizing, putting a little extra on there, a little al dente.
I love you too, man.
I love you guys. Be safe. I'm out.
All right, buddy. Moon Clan, everybody. Moon
Kinda
Clan.
silly being nervous about the person in the bushes because it was just a crazy lady that likes to stalk the cops.
I mean, you should definitely be friends with that person.
No, she's not like she's mentally ill. Like she thinks that somebody else's child she birthed.
Oh,
and that
no.
The police officer she stalks is her kid.
Oh no.
I don't know her
Tony.
name, but I know that much.
Tony, get up here.
Do you have
Tony,
any
Tony,
Frosted
Tony.
Flakes? Sorry, I'm sorry. You probably heard that a million times.
I'm about to bust.
God damn it.
The timing.
Tony, come on up, man. We're gonna be having a discussion here shortly, but I wanted to share with you the finished song. You were there with me while I was editing it, and I'd like to play it for you if you don't mind.
Oh, please do.
All right, let's see. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
At the boat 737, you have just reached level 7.
Set the temples next, light the fire. No sandals, just steel-toe boots. Blood on his hands from tending the wounded. Said you don't turn cheeks to boot licks. You break chains till the system's gutted. He didn't preach, he screamed. Didn't float, he ran. Told me heaven ain't up there. It's the people with a plan. I met Jesus in a gas mask, chucking truth like fire. Told the rich your time is up. I ain't your pacifier.
Armageddon occurs.
Had to mute because my cat is yelling.
He said, kingdom come, not art nor soul, just built from rubble and rebel souls. Not everyone you know is so righteous.
Oh, I like that.
He flipped the bird to a drone above, laughed, guess they'll crucify me twice. Said the state don't fear no scripture, it feels the love that don't play nice. He patched up a punk with pepper spray lungs, whispered prayers in a language lost, then tagged a cruiser with thou shalt not kill in paint made from the ash and exhaust. Not a preacher, everyone you know wants peace. Not a brand, just a fugitive with scars and blistered hands. This is gospel with gasoline breath, hope that fights and bleeds till death. He don't forgive what don't repent, he lights the match the heaven sent. I met Jesus in a gas mask, swinging justice loud, told the system I'm your end, not your golden cow. Didn't bring no peace, just reckoning heat with callous palms and blistered feet. Yeah, I met Jesus on a looted night, said mercy ain't weak, it's how you fight. And kingdom come ain't built by kings, it's born in fire where the people sit. He cried when they cuffed the kid, kissed her forehead, said, blessed are those who resist instead. And he vanished when dawn broke red, but his boot prints burned
Spruce trees are tasty.
where the rebels tread.
Yes, they are. We'll be getting the episode started at 20K, everybody. So go ahead and keep on tapping.
He's not in pews, he's in the street. Every heartbeat stops the beat. No savior's coming from the sky. We build our wings or we die trying. So if they ask where
How did she get her rhubarb so big? That's so cool. Ah.
that's where Jesus throws the first brick in. I met Jesus where the sirens cry, where truth gets kettled and dreams get fried. He said, this is my body, broken in rage. This is my blood, spilled on the stage of every street where they try to erase the spark of a world we're dying to make. All skin folk ain't kinfolk, motherfucker.
Fucking love it. Absolutely love it.
Fuck yeah. Special thanks to Seeds for providing the voice clips for the voice of God.
Got a really good voice.
Let me turn this down a little bit. All right.
Home safe.
Good. I am glad. You should be making it home
Absolutely
safe.
love it.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
I saw Blackie at the grocery store.
At
All right.
737, you have just reached level 9.
Hey. Thanks, man. I had to mute because my cat is yelling. Hey, no worries, no worries. As soon as we hit 20, which should be coming up actually shortly. Yep, coming up real shortly. We're sitting at 18. As soon as we hit 20, we will be starting the episode. And we're going to be talking about modern zombieism.
Nice.
AKA the 9-to-5 work week and disconnecting from electronics. Also, I've been putting a lot of work into your song this morning, and when we get done with live, we'll go over to Discord and I'll show you what I'm working with so far.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, no problem, man. It's I'm trying not to cry about it. I just want you to know that I'm not going to give up on you, so you don't give up either, okay?
Thank you, man. Honestly. It's nice to have genuine friends.
Hard to find these days.
Very.
Also, guys, if you're not following the poet here, do follow the poet. Amazing human being and literally a fucking wordsmith like no other.
I've just put a post up as well. I've just wrote a poem and put it up.
Fuck yeah.
About love's real kiss.
Fuck yeah. Alright, who's down here who wants to come up into the box? I know Seeds is there, Torsdag is there. We are going to be having this discussion, so I don't know if TikTok's dropping y'all out or if y'all are dropping out because you're away from the main page for too long, but just let me know if it happens and I'll bring you back up. I'm standing here with my phone.
I had my husband tapping the screen while I was putting groceries away.
Nice. Thanks, hubby. Give him a butt pinch for me. 19, we're almost there, guys. 19.2. What is the struggle happening here?
It just kicked me.
The fuck? Invite again. Is he gonna tell me we can't have this conversation today? Are we gonna have to do another "You're Being Censored and I Can Prove It" episode? Because I fucking will.
Did it let anybody in the box that night?
No. No, wouldn't let a single fucking person in. Let me take that back. It did let somebody in, but it kept them in this weird liminal space where they couldn't see me and they couldn't hear me. I couldn't see them or hear them.
Yeah, it did that with me as well. It's
fucking insane.
Us that were in the box, we could hear each other, but we just couldn't see or hear you.
Yep. Yeah, it's,
and then it would kick us.
Victoria, come on in. We're about to start the episode. Dude, 20K, all right.
TikTok backrooms?
Yeah, talking about the TikTok backrooms. Yeah, all right, everybody give me a moment. Go ahead and mute up. I'm going to get through this opening monologue real quick, and we'll get started on the episode. Throw on my theme song real quick. Y'all can hear that, right? Okay. Alrighty. All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Interviewing Humanity. As always, I'm your host, Sludge Knuckle, and today we're clawing our way out of the haze. We're dragging our feet out of the fluorescent flicker of screens and back into the heartbeat of something real. Because tonight, we're not just surviving, we're waking the fuck up. The streets are full of them. Hollow eyes, twitchy thumbs, doom scrolling at red lights, eating lunch while watching other people pretend to eat lunch, listening to music while ignoring the person singing next to you. We're all guilty. We're all infected. Welcome to the age of the modern zombie. But no, I'm not talking about the Hollywood horror kind. I'm talking about the spiritually dead, the emotionally amputated, the ones who forgot how to sit in silence, how to be still, the ones who mistake dopamine for joy, distraction for peace, and connection for, well, fucking Wi-Fi. I'm talking about a culture that feeds us 10-second attention hits while slowly starving our souls. So how did we get here? Who benefits from us being this way? And more importantly, how do we claw our way back? Tonight, we'll break down what's really going on when you're tired but you can't sleep, when you're overstimulated but bored, when you're feeling nothing and everything all at once. We're going to explore what it means to disconnect in order to reconnect. Today's panel is a cross-section of regular folks, worn out, burnt out, zoned out, no experts, just honesty, because that's where healing starts. Let's find out what happens when we stop being walking corpses in a capitalist arcade and start becoming whole again. First thing we're going to talk about, the digital trance, phone addiction, and attention hijacking. So apps are built to be addictive. And that's not a conspiracy theory, it's a business model. Infinite scroll, dopamine loops, push notifications, algorithmic bait. We are not the customer, we're the product. Our attention is being auctioned off to the highest bidder. It's not a tool, it's a tether. When we scroll, we think we're relaxing, but what we're really doing is avoiding discomfort. It's not peace, it's sedation. How many times have you picked up your phone for absolutely no reason? How many seconds of silence before the itch kicks in to pick it back up? We've been trained to hate silence, to fear stillness, but healing and clarity, creativity, those things live in the quiet. When you can't sit with yourself, who are you really connected to? My question, I'm going to start off with Seeds. What app drains you the most and why? You there, Seeds? Can you hear me? All right, we'll switch over to Poet real quick. Poet, what app drains you the most and why?
Used to be Facebook. Now I stay away from it.
Yeah, I stay away from Facebook too. You know, yes it is. I stay away from Facebook too, and I'm still getting drained by that shit. Thank you very much, Bud. Conduit, what app drains you the most and why?
It'd probably also be Facebook. I'm so addicted to it, and yes, I'm part of local groups, and everything's just depressing to me because it just constantly reminds me that I've been a social outcast my entire life, and so it's even like when I try to sell stuff in local markets, even if it's something worth like $500, I'll try to sell it for 10. Nothing. Somebody was trying to give away pallets, and he lived near me. And I was like, hey, you can just drop them off at my house, and he said, I'd rather take them to the dump, which is like 5 miles away. Yeah, so Facebook, it fucks me up a lot emotionally.
Wow. Yeah. Absolutely. And thank you for sharing, bud. Paul, what app drains you the most and why?
So can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. For me, I would straight up be this app. Like,
we love TikTok Shop.
So it is quite literally like there's times when, like, you know how I was mentioning earlier, when at work, if I'm in the blood bank, it's either busy or nothing going on. When there's nothing going on, like 90% of the time, I'm just scrolling through on the phone. But it's just like, how many times do I try to modify the essays I write to fit for this platform? And it's just constantly thinking about the elements of it. And on one end, while it has become a great community building source, at the other end, what am I sacrificing as far as action for what I'm doing?
Yeah. Thank you very much for sharing, bud. Victoria, what app drains you the most and why?
Facebook for sure. I would say right now the most draining thing is all the AI. I'm so sick of it. And then I wanted to get rid of it. I had told myself if my daughter ever gets off Facebook, I'll delete it. But then all my mutual aid stuff started going through Facebook. So now I feel tied to Facebook.
Yeah. I feel that. I unfortunately am still connected to Facebook. I just don't fucking use it no more. I don't have the patience for, well, the hatred. Thank you very much for sharing, Victoria. Dinkelberg, what app drains you the most and why?
Facebook, 110%, because it's all propaganda. Everything I fucking see is fake as fuck.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you very much for sharing. Seeds, welcome back in. What app drains you the most and why? Come on.
This one does, for all the reasons that I literally couldn't even just fucking sit there and answer the question when you first asked me. My phone was crashing, the apps ain't working. The app is functionally, the word that describes when something is held back, when something's development is slowed. That's what TikTok is. And what grinds my gears the most about it is it has the most potential, just like, it's like a metaphor for the human race itself. It has the most potential, and this is what it does. It literally always crashes. It offers features that it clearly has not even come close to perfecting yet, or making efficient enough to not crash your phone out every time.
Absolutely.
It literally is a representation of America.
Absolutely.
All the resources at your fingertips and literally just no functionality whatsoever.
I feel it, man. I feel it. Hazura, come on up. Hey, Banish, what app drains you the most and why?
Oh, I heard this question being asked, and I had to come up for this one. That is easy. I'm going to have to go with a wild...
Sludge, mute me.
It's probably a dual app. It's probably Facebook and TikTok, both.
Okay.
Did you throw it?
They both have potential to, you know, unify the community and whatnot.
You threw it.
But yet you see some of the dumbest out-of-pocket shit on both apps.
Yeah. Go ahead and throw him on mute real quick. Loud. Mute. Mute. All right. Well, thank you very much for sharing, bud. Hazura, what app drains you the most and why?
What app?
Yeah.
Any app or just social
Which
media app?
Any of them.
Oh boy.
App is giving me a
Honestly, I can't really explain that.
Okay.
Because I don't really get. I'm a zombie? Damn. I didn't know it was classified as that.
Well, today's episode is about modern zombieism, which is, you know, being too connected while being disconnected.
And there's an actual. The funny thing is, if you didn't realize this, Sludge, is there was a game that actually depicted certain events. There was a card game from the 90s that depicted certain events. Guess what? One of those were. Guess what? A couple of them are.
No, just tell me.
Shows a depiction of the towers, which we.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And it depicts zombies, which we're actually kind of living with right now.
We are.
Have you looked at Philly? Have you seen Philadelphia?
I haven't been recently, but I do plan on stopping by this year.
It don't look good in certain areas.
Yeah. I'm assuming because of the fentanyl crisis.
Yes. That is why we're living in a zombie. Because you can see people just standing, not even moving because of that shit.
Yep. It's unfortunate, and it really sucks even more that the nation has shut off the naloxone program. It's got me quite bothered. So my next question.
You were talking about
Go ahead.
Oop. I thought you were talking about the capitalist thing.
I am.
Get ready to say,
I am. So my next question, I'll take this back up to Poet. What do you think that you're trying to avoid when you're scrolling?
Conflicts.
I'm taking that one to Poet.
Drama.
I'm taking that one to Poet. I'll get to you.
Drama. I am sick and tired of stupid brain rot because apparently brain rot is showing up on my For You page, which is the dumbest thing in the history of social media.
Hazura, I love you. I'm gonna come to you shortly. I took this one to Poet.
Oh, my bad.
You're good.
Please say that again.
Yeah, when you're scrolling, what do you think it is that you're trying to avoid?
Boredom.
Huh. Hazura, you're not an idiot. Don't talk about my friend that way. Okay. I'll address the boredom thing here shortly, and thank you for bringing that point forward, because it is something that a lot of people assume that that's what they're dealing with, and I'll get to that in just a moment. Conduit, what do you think you're trying to avoid when you scroll?
Probably like the existential dread, and also just like general processing stuff, because it's that immediate dopamine fix, and also it's the redirect from boredom, because it's the boredom that leads to the spiraling out, because we end up because we're also addicted to the constant dopamine and serotonin rush, that we actually go through withdrawals really quickly because our brains just stop producing it after a while.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you for that answer. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it just avoids reality.
Yeah. Joe, what do you think you're avoiding when you're sitting on your phone doom scrolling?
I try not to avoid things when I'm doom scrolling. I try to do things like learn Lotus, look into ideology, look up topics that I want to talk about on stage. I try to be so prepared for what I'm doing, envisioning my future and doing my craft that I just don't have time for too much monotony. But when I am scrolling away, I'm looking for engagement. I'm looking for the right place where I can try my comedy without being kicked off too quick and offending people too quick. But
Yeah.
there is a build-up, like me theory before I make you hate me.
Yeah.
And that's why you tolerate me.
That is why I tolerate you. Thank you very much, bud. Paul, what is it that you think you're avoiding when you scroll?
So, very simply, action. Like, the fact that I know I need to do things.
Okay.
Is that my phone going off?
Nope, that's TikTok Studio telling me it's detecting an activity despite all of my interacting with it.
Gotta love it.
Big fan.
But yeah, no. But yeah, when I'm basically, it's like avoiding action because it's like on one end, it's like what I was saying when the app was gonna go away in early January. Like, imagine just how many more people would have. What would you do with that outlet of time? You know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The actual community action. But also at the same time, it's like you have that excuse of body tired. What do?
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's not really an active substitute.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and all these draining apps just kind of make you even more burnt out when you are trying to get rest and relaxation. It's unfortunate. Banish, what do you think you're trying to avoid when you scroll?
I would have to say society.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, one doesn't become a traveler for nothing.
Yeah, society's not the biggest fan of me. I'm not the biggest fan of society.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you very much for that, bud. Victoria, what do you think you're trying to avoid when you scroll?
Oh, no trying. I know exactly what I'm doing. I am avoiding deep-seated trauma, and I also have disorganized schizophrenia, and sometimes it actually just slows down my brain.
There ain't no rest.
Yeah, that is a valid thing to try to avoid. And I appreciate you sharing that with us, and being vulnerable like that. I appreciate you. Hazura, what do you think you're trying to avoid when you scroll, bud?
I'm about to bust.
Wow. Thanks for the heart, me. Hazura, you're muted, bud. I'm gonna send you the. Let them. Okay. Seeds. What is it that you think you're trying to avoid when you're scrolling?
Let them go.
Nothing. I am actually just trying to hone in on specific interactions, specific activists, specific methodologies. So
Okay.
I don't scroll for any other reason.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for sharing. Now, Hazura, I sent you an unmute invite. It's your turn. So what do you think that you're trying to avoid when you're scrolling? Idiocracy fucking, yeah. It's funny that you say that because 2 days ago I just streamed the movie Idiocracy into the Discord so that people could come and watch it because there's quite a few people that have never seen that movie.
The movie's hilarious as hell.
Oh my god. It wasn't supposed to be a documentary.
I'm just trying to avoid... but I am trying to avoid stupid crap.
He answered it.
Yeah, I feel that.
I love it.
I feel that. And thank you very much for sharing.
Alright, I'll mute.
Okay. So my next question, and I'll take this back up to Coyote. When was the last time you sat still without a screen?
When I'm in a car or when I'm in a jail cell.
Okay. Okay.
I don't have a lot of stillness in my life.
Fair enough. And thank you for sharing, bud. Poet, when was the last time you sat still without a screen in front of your face?
The only time I do is when I'm driving or when I'm shopping. That is it. Other than that, the phone is in my hand.
Thank you for sharing. Conduit, when was the last time you sat still without a screen?
Probably when I go wandering into the woods, I make sure to just like put my phone in my pocket and forget it exists.
Okay.
I just watch bugs instead.
Fantastic. Great alternative.
Right?
Thank you very much. Paul, when was the last time you sat still without a screen?
Sat? Not really so much, but I was standing. It was yesterday, and I was cooking. Because I kind of use that as a kind of constructive and functional detox in a way.
Absolutely.
And yeah, cutting vegetables.
Fucking yeah.
Knife therapy.
Absolutely. And thank you very much for sharing, bud. Banish, when was the last time you sat still without a screen in front of your face?
Probably 99% of today.
Fuck yeah.
I mean,
I would
as
like-
you can hear certain sounds behind me, that's kind of why.
Yep. I would like to point out, Banish here is a traveler, travels out of a backpack around the country on trains and by hitchhiking, and they are probably more connected to themselves and their surroundings than most people you'll ever meet. Thank you very much for sharing, Banish. Victoria, when was the last time you sat still without a screen?
Today, actually, I don't drive, but my husband and I did go to see our grandkids. Today is my granddaughter's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
So I would say I spent a solid 6 hours there was a 3-hour drive there, and then at least 3 hours hanging out with the babies. Although on the whole way home, though, I was absolutely scrolling.
Fair enough, and thank you for sharing. Hezero, when was the last time you sat still without a screen in front of your face?
Last night when I was reading. When I'm reading old books.
Hey, reading is a good way to sit still. And thank you very much for sharing. Seeds, when was the last time you sat still without a screen?
Camping and hiking, and not camping, but hiking. And it's not that I don't have the screen; it's just that when I get on it, it's just to take pictures of the scenery.
Fair. That's a fair reason to use the screen. Thank you very much for sharing. So this next portion, we're going to talk about the grind cycle, that 9 to 5 that keeps people in zombie mode. So we have to talk about, first and foremost, survival mode as our default setting, okay? Most people are stuck in survival mode, and they don't even know it. Constant cortisol, hustle mindset, every minute accounted for, or you feel like you're failing. That's not thriving. It's straight up a trauma loop that everyone is just stuck in, trying to make their ends meet. You know, it creates burnout, and we use it as a badge of honor. Like, we've made exhaustion a status symbol. If you're not tired, you're not trying hard enough. But that's not resilience. That's collapse behind a smile. We applaud the grind while people drop dead from the stress. You know, and it all stems from this myth of rest as laziness. Now, rest isn't a luxury, it's a right. You have a right to rest and recuperate, but we've been taught to feel guilty for resting. And that's how deep the programming goes. Imagine a world where rest was a sacred thing that was honored in workplaces and places of worship. Like, it would change the world. So my question, I'm going to take this one back up to Joe. When's the last time you rested? Like, rested without guilt?
Well, let's see. I've been about 8 months away from just over broke, because I don't believe in that ideology anymore. But, you know, I was told by a wise man that although rest is a key essential of a very important thing that you need, that to be comfortable means complacency. So I'm always trying to keep myself engaged or keep myself uncomfortable. Whether I'm working out, trying something new, I'm always actively trying to not be complacent. Even when I'm on these panels, I'm working out, doing garbage stuff, sweeping. Like, I don't sit well, so I don't sit still.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't necessarily equate rest to complacency, because complacency is the act of just allowing bad things to happen. But I do understand what you're saying, and thank you very much for sharing, bud.
Thank you.
Yeah. Poet, when was the last time you rested without guilt? Like truly rested?
I haven't. I've never rested without guilt. I've always felt I've had to get up and do something.
Yeah.
I've never worked a 9 to 5. I've been a builder since I left school. You know, so I'd be up at 4 a.m. to be on site for 7. You know, I'd get back in the house at 9 o'clock at night, and there's times I'm too exhausted to eat dinner.
It's a hard life, man.
And that's through that work where I became a fucking dying poet.
Yeah. Well, hopefully through some restructuring and some much needed rest and the appropriate medical regimens, we can get that dying part out of your name. Yeah. I appreciate you, buddy. Conduit.
Dude,
when was the last?
I appreciate you too.
Yeah, Conduit. When was the last time that you rested, like actually rested without guilt?
Shit. Hold on. Hey, hon, can you stop for a second? Last time I rested without guilt, honestly, I've kind of gotten really lucky, and I rest pretty frequently without feeling bad because I've been through enough bullshit that I deserve the rest. So it's like when my husband gets home from work and I take a bath or I go fuck off for a couple of hours, like, I don't feel bad for taking my time, you know, beyond reason. But yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for sharing, Paul. When was the last time you actually rested without guilt?
Oddly enough, I was doing something when it happened. A few weeks ago. It was sometime early last month. Actually, no. Yeah, early last month. My dad had to have surgery, and it sounds contradicting what I'm saying when I'm saying it like this, but like what ended up happening is we had a what's it called? We ended up renting a hotel room because it was cheaper to do that than for him to have an overnight hospital stay.
Yeah.
So I was basically like taking care of him, but the surgery he had was like 5, 6, 7 hours. Like, it was a very long one. But that time when he was in surgery, I was just hanging out in the hotel room, and that was probably one of the most weirdly therapeutic times of, you know, me just relaxing without guilt.
Okay.
While my dad's having surgery and literally having all of his teeth yanked out.
I bet he found that relaxing as hell.
Oh yeah, I was making jokes about him. He's now becoming more of a cyborg.
Hell yeah. Thank you very much for sharing, bud. Banish, when was the last time you rested without guilt?
Man, probably after the last 9 to 7 job, or 9 to 5 job I worked.
Yeah.
I mean, traveling is a whole nother thing of not resting, but you're mentally well rested because the community out here, if you're in a good community, actually takes care of you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things I like about traveling is that the traveling community, well, not all of the traveling community, but a good portion of the traveling community are really good people that are dedicated towards making sure everyone's taken care of, you know? I love it.
Well, when I started, it was more gatekeeping, and now we're getting to that edge of gatekeepers are kind of no longer here.
Good.
So, I very much love watching how everyone's like, I don't care what my experience is, we want to make sure everyone is going to be good, so let's just grow together and divided.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for sharing, bud. Victoria, when was the last time you rested without guilt?
Tap the screen.
May 4th and 5th. I had booked my husband like a hotel room for a vacation for his birthday. And then I got laid off right before, but because everything was prepaid for, I said I'm going to take my vacation and enjoy every minute of it. And I slept for like I took 2 naps in one day, which is something I have never done in my life.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, I'm glad you got some rest. And thank you very much for sharing. Hezra, when was the last time that you rested without guilt? Hezra. You're muted again.
Sorry, I lost goddamn service.
Okay, no worries. So when was the last time you rested without guilt?
Sorry, I lost service.
Okay. When was the last time you rested without guilt?
Well, I can say December 15th/16th. December 16th, when I came home from after quitting the army for the ONA Mike program, because I quit.
Okay.
Because I proved my parents wrong that the program is a filler for the United States Army. It's a filler program. It's for them to get the recruitment numbers up.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd like to pick your brain about that at some time. Okay. Well, thank you very much for sharing, bud. Seeds, when was the last time you rested without guilt?
October 18th, 1983. On October 19th, 1983, I was born.
Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right. And thank you very much for sharing, bud. So, my next question, and I'll take this one back up to Joe. What do you think that your body is trying to tell you right now?
Oh, man. Fast, find balance, and eat less sugar. I love popsicles.
Yeah, me too. Okay.
They break my fast most of the time.
Well, of course, yeah. Well, thank you very much for sharing, bud. Poet. This one's going to be a little deep. What do you think your body's trying to tell you right now?
You're gonna die.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh because it is literally what your body.
It's fucking funny.
It's literally what your body's telling you.
Like your pubes, or like your beard, or what?
No, he's dying of lung cancer.
Since fucking 4 o'clock. I've been having chest pains since 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah.
Well, I apologize. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Aside from you're gonna die, what is your body telling you right now?
I need rest.
You do.
I need proper, genuine rest.
You do. And I suggest you get it. Thank you for sharing.
It's hard.
I know it is. Conduit. What do you think your body is trying to tell you right now?
To go to the woods and go find real food.
Fuck yeah. I feel
I
that.
need real food.
I feel that. Seeds, Luna's in the laundromat right now washing some laundry. Paul, what do you think your body's trying to tell you right now?
People are Soylent Green.
That I really should not be drinking as much caffeine and get some actual sleep.
Yeah?
Not saying right now, but like in general.
Okay. And what are you going to do to satisfy that?
Well, I've been trying to actually cut down my caffeine intake, but you know, once I get, I'm really close to a more stable time frame for work schedule instead of these damn early mornings. So once that's happening, I'll be able to actually get a more stable sleep schedule.
Okay. I hope you get to achieve that period of time, bud. Welcome back in, Kimberly Higginbottom. Victoria, what do you think your body's trying to tell you right now?
This is one thing I'm really good at. In fact, I didn't realize until like a few years ago that people aren't super in tune with their body.
Yeah.
Right now, my body's mad at me for the 8+ hours of work I did yesterday, and that I need more protein.
Okay. It's good that you're in touch with your body like that. That's something that people should really aspire to. And thank you for sharing. Hezra, what do you think your body's trying to tell you right now?
Stop being an idiot.
Why would your body be telling you
It's
that?
telling me. Because so like when I tend to do stuff around the house, I tend to overwork myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where my body is sore as hell the next day, so it's like, stop.
Yeah, I feel that. Well, thank you for sharing, bud. Seeds, you told me not to ask you, so I'm not going to. So let's get to the concept of consumption as connection. Specifically when it comes to like buying things to feel alive, because we've replaced human connection with consumer rituals, right? Shopping to cope, packages as proof that we exist, but joy can't be shipped in 2 days, right? It brings about this false intimacy of influencer culture. Like we live like we know influencers, right? Like every big name you see here on TikTok, YouTube, all these places, we have this feeling like we know them, but we don't. It's as if we feel like they care about us, but it's parasocial. It's a one-way intimacy that leaves us more alone and not less alone. And this whole system is a casino of emotion, right? Everything is designed to spike our feel-good character or chemicals, our dopamine, serotonin, very briefly. And it does this to create the addiction process, and it keeps us chasing that feeling. We're not chasing ghosts, or we're not chasing like actual things. We're chasing ghosts in the system, and it's causing a disconnection with all of us. So my question, and I'll take this up to Joe, what's something that you bought to feel better, and did it work?
Yeah. I mean, I bought a journal for my astrological stuff and my tarot. I bought a cube of lament, or the Cenobite cube, for my D&D. I mean, the things that I buy have meaning to me. I don't really need them, but I buy them to enhance the little bits of my life that are my
Yeah.
So, I bought my Tapper for that reason, and like I'm a very fiscal like spender. If I don't have to get it online, I won't. And if I can get it free, I will. But for those little things, like my tarot sets, or, some of the other things that I like indulge in, yeah, I don't mind throwing a little bit of cash at it. You can't take it with you, right?
Absolutely. And thank you very much for sharing, bud. Conduit, what's something that you bought to feel better, and did it work?
Oh, shit. Probably, honestly, some clothes off of Temu. And no, because they're clothes off of Temu, it just made me look like a ragamuffin in a bad way.
Fair enough.
Gone to the thrift store.
Fair enough. I always suggest people go to the thrift store so long as it's not Goodwill. Thank you very much for sharing.
They're all privately owned in my town now.
Nice.
Sorry. Yeah, right. Fuck. $10
Thank you very much.
for a fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous. Well, thank you very much for sharing. Paul, what's something that you bought to feel better, and did it work?
I'm about to bust.
Thanks, Conduit.
Oddly enough, it's kind of a weird so I tend to not buy things often, like unless it's like an absolute necessity. But like, I bought a bunch of patches, and I was putting together my battle jacket more. So like, I guess not so much the object making me feel better, but the fact of I'm using creative energy with said object.
Fuck yeah. Creative energy is one of the number one ways for a person to reconnect and feel better, and I appreciate you sharing that, bud. Victoria, what's something that you bought to feel better, and did it work?
I don't do a lot of shopping. I'm not that kind of person a lot. So if I had to guess, it was probably a snack, and probably not, because I'm borderline diabetic and I buy way too much sugar.
Fair enough.
I'm a bit of a horn.
Thank you for sharing that, hun. Next, Hezra, what was something that you bought to feel better, and did it work?
Well, this is gonna sound a little extreme, my Kalashnikov when I got out of high school.
I mean, I'd
It's
feel
something
better
that
having a
goes bang, and I
Kalashnikov.
love the it's something that goes bang, and I love the fucking noise. Plus, I love the clunky noise of it.
Fair enough. Thank you very much for sharing, bud. Seeds.
It just gives you a dopamine.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it absolutely does. It's inherent. Most folks who get the chance to make the boom boom sound enjoy it. Most folks, not everybody, but those of us who've experienced the opposite end of those boom boom things have a tendency to not like the sound so much unless we're the ones doing it. And thank you for sharing that, bud. Seeds. Aside from what you posted in the chat. Yeah, that kind of boom boom, yeah.
I'm the reason seal bombas aren't sold in my town anymore, Mao.
Hey. The Seeds, aside from what you posted in chat, what's something that you bought to feel better and did it work?
Where is Moon?
Moon is with his daughter. And will not be coming back in today unless he gets a moment, but we're going to respect the fact that he's with his daughter. He doesn't get to do that a whole lot. So my next question, the reason Home Depot doesn't have plants outside of... Nice. My next question, I'll take this one up to Joe again. What does real connection look like to you?
Are you talking about like docking? No, real connection to me obviously is when two people come to each other and they're both authentic and they both speak the same language. I've spoken the language of man many times, and when you find that same subgroup of dude, like everything just is so smooth. It's like, oh dude, you totally understand. Yep, we don't have to say anything else. We just start working in Congress. Also, it's symbiosis. I do mirroring sometimes, but for the most part, it's just me and my dog out there in the world. You know, trying to escape a little bit.
Okay. Thank you very much for sharing. Welcome in, Bright. It's good to see you again, buddy. Poet.
Turn up.
But Poet, what talking, you know?
Oh, shut up. Poet, what does real connection look like to you?
What you've done for me.
Oh, shut up. I love you too, buddy.
I second that.
God damn it. All right. That's enough, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing, Poet. Conduit. What does real connection look like to you?
Real connection looks like conditional acceptance and support and holding people accountable because you care.
Okay. I like that synopsis. Thank you. Paul, what does real connection look like to you?
Well, put it blunt, love. But, like, not love like the romantic love, but, you know, love for your fellow person, but at that point where you actually fully get the person, you know?
Yeah. Greek love. The eight catalyst heads of love. Okay. Thank you very much, man. Chinura, what does real connection look like to you?
Yeah. First and foremost, I gotta say, great to be back. And second question is, am I echoing for anybody?
Not for me, no.
Okay, Joe.
Also, it's good to have you back.
Thank you, appreciate it. I'm gonna be completely honest, candid, fair and balanced TNCR. I don't know what real connection looks like or feels like. I have been starved of connection most of my life, so it's very hard for me to conceptualize true connection. I know when I feel connected to someone, but I don't know if there's a true connection.
Okay. I can understand that. I have a hard time feeling truly connected to people as well. It's part of the reason why I hold the space that I hold. Because I want that connection, and I want to do everything I can to provide a space for that connection to grow.
I knew I fucks with you heavy for some reason.
Oh, I love you, buddy. And thank you very much for sharing. Victoria, what does real connection look like to you?
Man, this one's hard. Because of trauma, I have trouble connecting for sure. And outside of like people that I'm related to or married to, it's hard for me to feel connected. And that's something I've been actively working on. And that's one of the reasons why I got into mutual aid, because I want to see like genuine compassion and empathy. But even then, I don't always feel a real connection. Like, even with some of my closest friends, I struggle for a genuine connection. But I acknowledge it's on my part, not their part.
Yeah, no, I understand that as well. As someone who also does mutual aid work, in a nearly desperate bid for connection, it is still very hard, even with the act of connecting with people. It is difficult to forge that sense of connection after so much trauma in life. Thank you very much for sharing that viewpoint. Hezra, it looks like you got 1 bar of service, but if you can hear me, what does real connection look like to you?
Yep. Sorry, I'm outside.
Did you hear the question?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me? Ah. Okay. Seeds, what does real connection look like to you?
You guys are in the shower with me, so.
Oh no.
It looks like interviewing humanity. It looks like evolving seeds. It looks like the heart fire. It looks like every space where equity and reality and truth and dignity and respect and a million other adjectives that describe something that is genuine. That's where it is, and this is where I find it the most, in it, outside of myself and outside of my family.
Fuck yeah. Thank you very much, man. Janura, to answer your question, this song is called Still Standing. It's featuring on the next album, which will be dropping on Monday.
Hey, listen, everybody. I knew what the song was. You showed it to me a few times. I love it. I just wanted to
I appreciate you.
In the chat now.
I appreciate you. While we're here talking about the zombieism of being stuck to screens, I'd like everybody to go ahead and just turn their phones up and set your phone next to you. I'm going to play a song that is also coming off the next album. It's called "I Met Jesus at the Black Block." I hope y'all like it. It's kind of my favorite at this current moment.
Say less, fam.
Tap while we jam bros.
Nut.
Thanks, Galabat.
Nut.
Oh, come on, guys. Let people listen to the music.
Yeah, play the song over again.
I'm gonna. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's start that over. All right. By the way, that voice you're hearing is Seeds. And thank you, Seeds, for donating that voice clip.
No sandals, just steel toe boots. Blood on his hands from tending the wounded. Said you don't turn cheeks to bootlicks. You break chains till the system's gutted. He didn't preach, he screamed. Didn't float, he ran. Told me heaven ain't up there. It's the people with a plan. I met Jesus in a gas mask, chucking truth like fire. Told the rich your time is up. I ain't your pacifier, didn't ride no cloud. Just hitched a freight train south with a Molotov in his coat and a blunt in his mouth. Yeah, I met Jesus where the sirens moan. At the edge of the riot, standing alone. throne. He said, kingdom come, not bought nor sold, just built from rubble and rebel souls. Not everyone you know is so righteous. He flipped the bird to a drone above, laughed, guess they'll crucify me twice. Said the state don't fear no scripture, it feels the love that don't play nice. He patched up a punk with pepper spray lungs, whispered prayers in a language lost, then tagged a cruiser with thou shalt not kill in paint made from the ash and exhaust. Not a priest, not a brand, just a fugitive with scars and blistered hands.
Don't disappear on me, Bright.
Hope that fights and bleeds till death. He don't forgive what don't repent. He lights the match the heaven sent. I met Jesus in a gas mask, swinging justice loud. Told the system I'm your end, not your golden cow. Didn't bring no peace, just reckoning heat with callous palms and blistered feet. Yeah, I met Jesus on a looted night. Said mercy ain't weak, it's how you fight. And kingdom come ain't built by kings. It's born in fire where the people sing. He cried when they cuffed the kid.
Hey, Victoria, this is
Kissed the forehead, said,
As a pagan person, this is the kind of Jesus worship I love and respect.
At Sledge Knuckle Dash, the reckoning I am locked in fam.
Where the rebels tread. I met Jesus where the sirens cry, where truth gets kettled and dreams get fried. He said, this is my body, broken in rage. This is my blood, spilled
At
on the
conduit
stage
underscore of underscore catalyst, same.
the spark of a world we're dying to make. He's not in pews, he's in the street. Every heartbeat stops the beat. No savior's coming from the sky. We build our wings or we die trying. So if they ask where he lives these days, don't point up, point to barricades. Where love
Nut.
burns bright and fear turns thin. That's where Jesus throws the first brick in. I met Jesus where the sirens cry, where truth gets kettled and dreams get fried. He said, this is my body, broken in rage. This is my blood, spilled on the stage of every street where they try to erase the spark of a world we're dying to make. All skin folk ain't kinfolk, motherfucker.
So yeah, that was Jesus at the Black Block. And thanks for hanging out while we get through that bit of music there. So this next portion we're going to talk about. Oh, welcome in, Gallivant. This next portion we're going to talk about is the silence beneath it all. Okay, and how to avoid pain with noise, or why we're avoiding pain with noise. We use noise to bury the suffering that is inherent in this system. Music, shows, TikTok, anything but silence. The problem is that silence is where our truth lives, along with our healing. There's grief that we haven't named for the climate, for living in a broken system, for our lost selves. And we carry it with us all the time. And we scroll to escape it, but it doesn't go away. Many of us don't want to be alone because we don't want to meet who we've become. But that's where the path back starts. And I'm certain if you look inside, you will see that to be the truth. So my question, and this is where the questions get a little hard, okay? I'm going to start off with Poet. What silence are you scared of?
Me one silence.
Why?
I'm normally very talkative, but when I'm quiet, I get depressed. I close up.
I've seen it happen.
You have, yes.
I just want you to know when those moments come, I will be there for you.
Thank you very much.
Of course, buddy. Joe, what silence are you scared of?
It's a silence that comes with disappointment.
Ooh. Okay. What would happen if you just sat with it?
I mean, you have to just sit with it when somebody gives you that look and they tell you they're disappointed, or you could just, you're not doing justice to a situation or something. Like, I guess being discovered almost. When you get to these places, that silence almost is unbearable. Makes you feel like you live an eternity in it, even though it's just but a moment.
Yeah. Thank you very much for sharing, bud. Conduit, what silence are you scared of?
I'm scared of the kind of silence that happens when you're folding in on yourself, and it's all of the pain that you try to suppress just comes back up again. Like, literally, like, if there's no background noise, like, the noises in my head, like, the background noise in my head is, like, straight up just blood-curdling screams,
Yeah.
And, that's the silence that I'm afraid of, is when you just, it's not even, like, folding back, it's just, peeling back to the core where the pain's at.
And, what grief haven't you acknowledged yet?
My upbringing, the family that I was raised with, the place that I grew up in, the grief that I have for us as a species, the grief I have for the earth. A lot.
Tap to 35K.
And thank you very much for sharing. Paul, what silence are you scared of?
Honestly, the silence of the running into the idea that there's how do I word this? Like, when there's no more thought,
stillness,
always the absolute stillness, but not in the restful aspect, but as a matter of there is nothing at all.
Okay. And what would happen if you just sat with that?
Can I change my answer? The silence right before the shard and the shame and the betrayal.
Wait, I just noticed someone else said.
Yeah, that was Joe.
Yeah.
Politism legit. Hello.
So what would happen if you just sat with it? Hey, Manifest.
Honestly, anytime it ever happened, something else happened. Ended up happening, and I have to change focus.
But the no thing isn't bad. It just is. It's an echo chamber.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing, bud.
Yeah. Don't really have an answer to the second question.
No, that's all right, man. That's all right. Janura, what silence are you scared of?
Oof, this is a tough question, and I'm gonna be completely candid and honest with everyone on the panel, so please don't use this against me.
We won't.
I am terrified of the silence of my own mind. I need a constant stream of like stimuli.
Yeah.
Because I'm terrified of my own thoughts.
What happens if you just sit in it?
Sobbing. And things that wouldn't be good, barring
That's a part of human condition.
self
You're not bad for having that experience.
removal.
Yeah. What grief haven't you acknowledged
barring
yet?
self quite a bit. I've in the past, since 2020, I've lost 8 family members.
Yeah.
2 brothers.
That's hard.
2 uncles. 1 aunt and some cousins. And I have not processed. Well, I'm not gonna say I haven't, because I take every Sunday to cry.
Yeah.
To relieve the pressure on my own terms.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of, unprocessed grief and trauma that I have not gotten through. Boys aren't taught these things. We have to learn them on our own. This is just the way that I learned how to do it.
Okay. Well, thank you for being vulnerable and sharing that with us. I appreciate you.
Thanks, bro.
Victoria, what silence are you scared of?
A lot, really. My inner monologue, grief, childhood trauma.
I said a lot low.
It's again, it goes back to that disorganized schizophrenia too. So there's that constant attack from my own brain.
Yeah.
And just, you know, like actually Bright was talking about grief, that I have so much grief that I'm still not even ready to talk about, that I need to process and can't. And, you know, I'm still trying to process that I was born into a cult, and, you know, I'm over 40 and I still can't process that.
Yeah. Mormonism?
So, I mean, there's a lot.
Was it Mormonism?
No, the Children of God.
Oh, fuck. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot there.
Yeah. I understand. Thank you very much for sharing. Well, what would happen if you just sat with that?
I cry a lot. End up in a depression, and sometimes that depression gets bad enough that I sleep 23 hours a day or end up in a hug myself coat. I mean, not literally, but I have been 5150'd a couple of times.
Yeah, I understand that. And I'm not even going to ask what grief you're not acknowledging, because I understand.
Yeah.
I do.
Thank you. I appreciate that, because I really don't want to, I'm not ready.
Yeah, no worries. I have had to deal with it myself, and have had to help a lot of folks get out of that exact situation, so I completely understand.
Woo, trauma game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Victoria. I appreciate you. Gallivant, if you don't mind, what silence are you afraid of? Gallivant?
I'm here. I'm sorry.
There, you're good, huh? You're good.
Beware. This is one of my weaknesses.
You're safe here, hon.
I'm sorry. Can you ask the question again?
Yeah. What silence are you afraid of?
I'm actually afraid of noise. I'm afraid of my silence is my safe space, because when you get around noise and around people, you get disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
So my silence, I'm not scared of my silence. I'm actually scared of everything else. Not scared, but apprehensive of everything else.
Well, I'm talking more so of the silence that you don't sit in when you're doom scrolling.
That's hard for me, because
Oh, seems like you got muted again.
I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. You're okay.
I don't know how to answer this question, because I feel like when I'm by myself, I'm at peace. Like, it's better.
Okay.
It's bad to not. It's not bad, but it's like people hurt you.
Yeah.
Expectations of people hurt you. You know. So I'd rather be by myself in silence.
Okay. Well, let me ask a different question. What grief have you not acknowledged yet?
that I'm probably not gonna be loved the way I should, the way everybody should be. Not by my mom, not by my family, not by people who's supposed to genuinely love me.
Yeah. Well, I just want to
So
make.
that makes me sad.
I just want to make the point right now, and you don't have to believe it. You don't even have to feel it right this second. But you are in a room full of people who are going to love you just because you exist.
God doesn't give us love. If we want love, we
Okay.
have to learn to love ourselves.
At Galavant Ganja, you deserve love.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. I understand self-love.
I know.
But when people are meant to be communal
Yes, we are.
and be able to count on each other. And whether humans are going to have high and lows, and sometimes when you learn that all you have is yourself, you look for that bond.
Yeah.
And when you don't even have that with someone who gave birth to you, you're always trying to,
Yeah.
So I
correct.
understand self-love. I definitely understand self-love, but you want other people to care about you.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry. Thank
No,
you.
don't
I appreciate
apologize.
you for giving me space.
Don't apologize, honey. Your existence and your truth is not a burden here, okay? Thank you very much for sharing. I appreciate you. Everybody, if you're not following Galavant, you definitely should. She's an amazing human being. Seeds. What silence are you scared of?
Took me a long time to realize.
I don't fear the silence of tools or the silence of clanking a hammer. So I don't fear the silence of the phone or the absence of the screen. I fear the silence of good people. I fear the silence in the face of injustice. I fear the silence in the home in the face of abuse. I fear the silence in the face of hypocrisy. Like, I fear the silence that's in apathy. And that's really noisy sometimes.
Yep. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and piggyback off the back of that and just be kind of open with y'all as well. I fear two silences. I fear the silence of addressing that I will most likely never be able to achieve accepting connection, because I am really bad with accepting connection. And the other silence is the silence of apathy. One of the reasons why I host this show, one of the reasons why I talk about the things that I talk about is because I really desperately want people to care about each other. I want basic human decency to be the thing. It should be our base mode of interaction. It should be our base mode of existence. And I am deathly afraid that before my life is over, I will not see that become the norm.
Hey, Sludge?
Yeah.
Can I say something right quick?
Please.
And hey, sorry, y'all. This is going to get a little bit touchy
At
feely.
legally distinct cultism, I forget that often I must keep that in mind.
But I would like to tell everyone in the panel that I see you. You are loved. You are appreciated. And your vulnerability is admirable. You stood up in a panel of strangers and spoke your truth, regardless of anything that may have, regardless of any negative thoughts you might have had, you still did it. And I'm proud of you. I know you don't know me, but make no mistake, if you are in this panel right now, you were meant to be here, and you were cared for.
Thank you all. I appreciate you and your energy.
Thank you, Gennaro. Also, guys, if you're not following Bright here on the panel, you're missing out on a really good friend. So, let's talk about the concept of disconnecting
Hold
for the
on, I
sake.
wouldn't say all that.
I will. We're going to talk about the concept
Are we
of
talking like a
disconnecting.
Chandler or like a Joey?
More like a God, what's that movie where Macaulay Culkin gets stung by a bee and dies?
What?
My Girl.
My Girl. The best friendship I've ever seen in my life was from that movie.
Not the bin movie. Oops.
So, if you haven't had a chance to watch My Girl, you should, but I'm going to let you know right now it is going to hurt.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I don't feel like crying anymore today.
It's a good movie. It is kind of how I've viewed friendship, but it's kind of one of the harder things to find in life. But that's my fault because I'm bad at accepting friendship. Anyways, moving on to the next subject. We're going to talk about disconnecting
Nice try,
for the
Bucko.
sake
I'm your
of
friend.
reconnect. Yes, you are, and I love you. We're going to talk about disconnecting for the sake of reconnection. Okay, and that includes and requires tech fasting. Okay, what if you were to take a day off from every screen? No distractions, just you and the world. Would that be terrifying, or would that be sacred? I mean, we gotta remember, presence is a muscle.
That's what camping is for.
And we've let it atrophy, but it's still there. And when we start flexing it again, everything around us sharpens and feels, has a chance to heal. The antidote to this cultural zombification that we're all experiencing is not just solitude. It's community. Real people, real laughter, real eye contact, the living, touching and connecting with the living. It's one of the reasons why here in Interviewing Humanity we focus heavily on community organization, community care, community connection. That's my question, and I'm going to take this up to the poet. What would one day, off-grid, connected with your community, look like for you?
Helping each other.
And what would that do for you?
Make us feel better for a start. If I've got food and somebody else hasn't, I would rather see them eat.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for sharing. Joe, what would one day off-grid with your community look like for you?
I guess it would be probably very, very groovy, very campy, and very, very nudie. Otherwise, I would be back on that screen. Artist, right?
I can understand that entirely, and thank you very much for sharing. Conduit, what would one day, disconnected from your screen and connected with your community, look like for you?
Typically, times like that are, times like that are typically spent, like, there are people working together on the similar projects and also just sitting in each other's presence, you know, like, just the basic, like, somebody's cooking, somebody's chopping wood, somebody's out fishing or hunting, and then people are just sitting together around the fire. You don't have to talk, it's just being in each other's presence.
Yeah, somebody's stroking.
Thank you very much for sharing that. Paul, what would one day off-grid, disconnected from screens, and connected with your community look like for you?
I mean, in a weird way, it would look like how most of my days end up being. I think a lot of people, I think if anyone here would know, it would possibly be Sludge. I'm not one of the people who can easily get up. Even with phones, I don't really check my notifications that often. I don't really communicate with people unless it's like I'm either directly with them in person or it's like specific kind of situations if it's like constantly like not IRL. So in a weird way, I guess the answer would be a situation of I'm always what's it called? It's like a matter of I would see the world, but the other people wouldn't, kind of a deal. Like, you know, it's the same reason I don't record when I'm out organizing or when I'm doing mutual aid. Freya, stop it. Sorry, my cat's decided it's time to try to climb into my jacket pocket. But, you know, it would be the life as on a day that I see it, but no one else is seeing what I'm doing.
Okay. Thank you very much for sharing, bud. Chinura, what would one day off-grid, disconnected from your screens and connected with your community look like for you?
Okay. I actually really love this question because it is forcing me to like confront aspects of my personality or behavior that I have been like avoiding. So I don't know if I already told you this, Sludge, but I was a shut-in. After my divorce and after my last relationship when my ex-boyfriend broke up with me, I went through months not speaking to anyone. I lived alone in my apartment. I got all my food delivered to me. I only really interacted with my child, not even his mom. And the days where I didn't have him looked like a comfortable cage. It looked like I felt comfortable because this is what I've only ever known. You know, social conditioning, being, you know, like a neurodivergent child and being ostracized and excluded. This is what I was used to, so this is what was comfortable. So I tricked myself into believing that being alone is what I actually wanted, when in reality, I wanted acceptance. So, in short, a day without screens looks like me reading a book, sleeping, probably jorking it, and eating food and talking to myself.
Fair enough. And thank you very much for sharing and being open. I appreciate you. Victoria, what would one day off-grid, disconnected from a screen and connected with your community look like for you?
I mean, I do this semi-regularly. Usually, like, I try to focus on our free store. Helping people, sorting the free store, kind of organizing it, getting things to people, etc. I also, though, like, if I'm not connecting with the community and just off screens, I could be foraging, I could be gardening. I do try to take some detoxes from time to time, and just, I don't know, get away from the computers and the phone, etc., and just go out and do things.
Okay. And thank you very much for sharing. Gallivant, what would one day off-grid, disconnected from your screens and connected with your community look like for you?
I would have to tell you I was born and raised in New York, and it would be like a 90s cookout. The whole block is invited. We got food, we got music. The kids are playing, running around, what is that, double dutch, playing the hand games we used to play. It's like a whole vibe.
Oh, yeah.
The whole community just enjoying the day.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Fuck yeah. Old school 90s cookout. I'm down.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Definitely. Thank you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you sharing. Seeds, what would a day off-grid, disconnected from your screens and connected with your community look like to you?
I would say just engaging in a lot of mutual aid, a lot of grassroots organizing. Like recently, we've been going out to plant trees, and I have kind of had my phone around, but I haven't been on it because I just set it, recorded, and set it down. But it's connected to the earth. I feel connected to the earth. We've been planting the trees really deep because they're the type of trees that need to be planted that deep. And in the community, we pick up trash. That's my real silent time. I mean, even if I have my phone, it'll be just music, and I'll have my headphones on, and I'll be picking up trash in fields, up against fences, alongside highways, and those time periods. I know, like, I don't know. I use my technology responsibly. I don't be fucking around. I use it to amplify my activism. That's it.
Absolutely.
As far as I'm concerned, it ain't even a problem on that end.
Absolutely. I'm going to take this moment really quick to go ahead and amplify something really fast. So Seeds just got his book published and distributed. It's called The Great Works. And you can go onto his website, evolvingseeds.com, or onto Amazon Kindle to find his book for free. And I highly suggest giving it a good read. So my next question, I want to take this back up to...
Thank you so much.
I'm going to take this back up to Poet. How can we, as a group and as a people, be more present with each other? Poet? Are you there, buddy?
Maria just wouldn't let us turn my mic back on.
Yeah. Okay. Let's give that another shot.
Again, please.
Yeah. How can we, as a community, as a group, as people, having interacted with each other now, how can we be more present with each other?
Checking up on each other every day, making sure everybody's okay, seeing what help anybody needs.
Okay. I like that answer, and I'm glad you're in the Discord. By the way, if you're not in the Discord yet, you should definitely be in the Discord, because that is the place that we do all this. Thank you very much, Tony. Joe, what community makes you feel truly alive?
We can all cam up and do the Cupid shuffle.
Definitely my entertainment community. The comics are hilarious, the singers. You know, I love dive bars and I love broken people, and that's what the arts are full of. Entertainment is full of just lost souls. I love the degradation. I love the horrible slang. I love the inappropriateness of it. I love the non-political correctness of it. That's where true freedom lies, right? In creation, in imagination, and in trying to outdo someone that you say you love, but you really want to destroy. Competition makes me great.
That is a strange take, but I appreciate you. Conduit. How can we be more present with each other?
Honestly, it's just shutting the fuck up, you know, and listening to each other. You know, because I understand, like, the sharpening oneself through competition, and I do appreciate that because a part of me feels it. But in order to really connect with each other is because we're always wearing our bias as goggles when we're communicating, like, in real life, you know, like, in face to face, and it's like we just keep talking to talk instead of talking to listen. And the best way we can connect with each other is just by practicing the magical art of shutting the fuck up, you know, because that's what I tell myself too, because otherwise I'm just a belligerent asshole.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand that entirely, and I agree that the long lost mystical art of shutting the fuck up and listening is it's hard to come by these days. Thank you very much for sharing. Paul, what communities make you feel the most alive?
Well, honestly, the ones like this, you know, the Hearthfire Interviewing Humanity group, my local org,
Coyote Joe, I can't dance.
you know, groups where people are open like this. You know,
I
I
agree.
feel like kind of bouncing off of the point that Conduit mentioned. While I agree wholeheartedly, I'd just like to add in another aspect too. You know, I feel like people listen. I feel like people are a lot of times in conversations where they're not listening to the conversation. Like they're being observant, but they're not observing what's being said. They're waiting to say their thing. And like places like this, you have more people who are listening to each other as opposed to just, I'm waiting to say my piece and that's it.
Yeah. You know, I appreciate you bringing that up because one of the things that we had an episode about quite recently was the act of listening to hear and not to respond. And it is it's very important when it comes to trying to rebuild connections between people, especially in spaces like this where people usually go about holding frivolous debates over things that don't matter. I appreciate you bringing that up, buddy. Janura, what can we do to be more present and connect with each other?
My bad, I'm just doing my hair.
You're good.
I think that the answer to this question, and I mean, I'm not sure if there's an actual answer, but the one that I see is being intentional, actually trying to connect with other people. Like, I've never met a single person that would not acknowledge someone's effort in trying to be better or connecting with other people. I think that being intentional is the best way to do it.
I agree. I entirely agree. And thank you very much, bud. Conduit. Oh, sorry, not Conduit. Victoria. What community makes you feel truly alive?
Spaces like this and activism, like mutual aid and activist spaces, is definitely one of them. I like to hear the free share of ideas. I like to hear what other people are doing. Those are spaces I like to listen. I participate, but I'm there definitely more to listen than to participate. And then I did kind of bring up, the Children of God earlier. When I find another survivor of the Children of God, I have to admit connecting with that person definitely makes me feel alive because there's a weird shared trauma that nobody else can understand. Because, sometimes I'll find something similar with other cult survivors, but when you find somebody of the same cult, especially a niche one, there's a different kind of, I'm going to say electricity. I don't know. That's probably not the right word, but it's definitely something that makes me feel alive, seen, and heard, and validated.
Yeah. Chemistry?
Chemistry. That's a good word. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for sharing.
Yeah,
Victoria.
chemistry is definitely a better word. Yeah, thank you for that.
And thank you for sharing, honey. Gallivant. How can we, as a group and as people, be more present with each other?
This is where, again, I'll tell you the internet. Oh, I'm sorry. Please excuse me. That the internet is a wonderful thing because we can hold groups like this. on a not a daily basis, but you know, I mean, we can have a space where we can just talk and build trust and build a repertoire with each other.
Oh yeah. Thank you very much. I like that.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna sit with that for a little while. I like that. Seeds.
I
Go
like
ahead, go ahead.
this. I'm
Me
sorry.
too. No, don't apologize. There's a little bit of a latency between what I hear coming through and what you guys hear coming through. So there's always going to be like a little bit of overlap. There's nothing to be sorry for. You're not doing anything wrong. And if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and finish what you were going to say.
Like, this is wonderful, especially to a person who, you know, is kind of antisocial a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, this is perfect for me, and I enjoy this. That's why I'm always in your live. Maybe not up on your panel, but I'm always lingering, you know.
Well, I always enjoy having you in. You're a wonderful person, and I'm glad that you're here. Seeds, how can we be more present with each other?
My background's probably loud, but just be aware that we all deserve that presence. That's why it's called a present. It's a gift.
It is a gift. It is a gift, and thank you very much for bringing up that point. We use the term presence to speak about our ability to be in the now, and what we forget is that our ability to be in the now with each other and for each other is a gift that we give ourselves and the ones we care about. Don't be afraid to give that gift out, especially to those of us who want to give it back. Demon King, question for you. What communities make you feel truly alive?
My neighborhood, my friends, my immediate family, the people that I enjoy being around, working with, things like that.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
People like you and Loon, you know, that actually care about people, you know, people that show they want to help people and want to be there for people that show up, basically.
Yeah. The people who give the gift of the presence. I appreciate you, man.
Yes.
I appreciate you. And thanks for coming back in, man. So, in this episode, we started it off by talking about zombies. But we ended talking about life. The kind of life that you can't buy or scroll to find. We've broken down how society numbs us, drains us, distracts us, and how that disconnection can only be healed by intentional presence, silence, rest, and community. This wasn't about blaming phones or rejecting tech. It was about reclaiming agency and remembering that we are alive now. Not in the next notification, but right here. And maybe it's not that we become zombies. Maybe it's that we were never taught how to live fully. We were raised on distractions, programmed for performance, trained to chase noise and hustle and validation. Anything but the quiet heartbeat of a moment with nothing but ourselves and our community. But the cure isn't found in another app. It's not in a new productivity hack. It's in the pause, in the breath, the space between, in the decision to unplug so that we can rewire. Disconnection doesn't mean abandonment. It means redirection. Choosing to disconnect from the synthetic so that we can reconnect to the sacred. That might mean sitting with silence, or taking a walk without a podcast in your ear, or having a conversation that doesn't end with scrolling memes. It might mean saying to the endless buzz of false urgency and yes to the awkward, the beautiful mess of being present. The world doesn't want us present because presence leads to awareness. Awareness leads to action, and action leads to change. And if we woke up, really actually woke up, we might stop accepting this numb routine of consumption, grind, and distraction as life. So tonight, I challenge you. I throw my glove. Not to throw away your phone, but to reclaim your mind. Reclaim your breath. Reclaim 1 hour, 1 day. Reconnect with yourself, your community, your goddamn heartbeat. Because you're still in there. Beneath the algorithms and the exhaustion, the turmoil, the burnout, you're still in there. And I'd like to see you on the front lines. Thank you, everybody, for joining me for another episode of Interviewing Humanity. Thank you, panel, for being here. To the brave hearts willing to sit in the silence, and to every single soul watching this show who feels that that spark of life is still burning in their chest. As always, I've been Sludge Knuckle. You've been amazing. This has been Interviewing Humanity. Go out there and find that spark. Let it grow. And stay alive. I'm going to give a few minutes for people to connect. I'm going to play a new song off of the next upcoming album. And if anybody would like to join the Discord, please go ahead and send me a message and I'll get you the link right away. And we look forward to seeing you on the next episode, guys.
Thanks, Sludge.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Sludge.
I installed BandLab. I'll fuck around with it and see if I can figure it out. But I got 20 cents in my bank account right now, so.
Oh yeah, you'll find me at at Sludge Knuckle, same as everywhere else on the internet.
Okay, so I'll figure it out. All right. I'm gonna apply parenting to my spawn. Later, guys. Good talk.
All right, love you, buddy.
Appreciate all of you.
Be smooth,
love you too, man.
Be smooth.
Yeah.
Keep pushing. Hey, Seeds.
Like, Sludge.
Yes, sir.
Like, you have made my exposure therapy, like, really easy. The environment that you have fostered has made me getting back into society amazing. And I just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you for being present, buddy.
And
if I have to take the thanks, so do you.
All right, okay. Fair enough.
One day I'll be as good as the debaters Andrew Wilson, and all the TikTok feminists will hate me. They'll hate me, I say.
I think you're pretty well on your way there already, buddy. I love you, man. I'm dropping Joe down so I can bring Nikki up real quick. Nikki, come on in here, bud. Joe's a crazy person.
It seems pretty chill.
Hey.
Hey, Nikki, how you doing?
Tired. What's going on?
Not much. Just got off of a good episode about disconnecting from synthetic to reconnect with community.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll be posting the whole episode up on YouTube. You can check it out there. While you're here, since I've got you here, let me ask you a question. Since I know you're one of the few folks that doesn't do the doom scroll because you've got better things to do. Some days, yeah. So the question is, how can we be more present with each other?
How can we be more present? I think one of the smallest things that we can really do is just tiny check-ins. Making sure people have eaten, making sure people have drank, have water, even just taking a short fucking walk. Not talking about, the typical on outdoors, because there's a lot right now, and it's not fun. I think just the very, very tiny acts of checking in on each other is a good way just to keep us grounded.
Yeah. Thank you for that. By the way, my next album drops on Monday, and I'm going to go ahead and start this song over, but I think you might appreciate it. And please don't take this as to mean that I think the Jesus character is anything other than a character. But check this song out. It's called "I Met Jesus at the Black Block."
Okay.
Face wrapped, tied, eyes sharp as wire. Tossed the bottle through a cop shop window. Set the temples next, light the fire. No sandals, just steel toe boots. Blood on his hands from tending the wounded. Said you don't turn cheeks to bootlicks. You break chains till the system's gutted. He didn't preach, he screamed. Didn't float, he ran. Told me heaven ain't up there. It's the people with the plan. I met Jesus in a gas mask, chucking truth like fire. Told the rich your time is up. I ain't your pacifier, didn't ride no cloud. Just hitched a freight train south with a Molotov in his coat and a blunt in his mouth. Yeah, I met Jesus where the sirens moan at the edge of the riot, standing alone. He said, "Kingdom come, not bought nor sold, just built from rubble and rebel souls." Not everyone you know is so righteous. He flipped the bird to a drone above, laughed, guess they'll crucify me twice. Said the state don't fear no scripture, it feels the love that don't play nice. He patched up a punk with pepper spray lungs, whispered prayers in a language lost, then tagged a cruiser with "thou shalt not kill" in paint made from the ash and exhaust. Not a preacher, not a brand, just a fugitive with scars and blistered hands. This is gospel with gasoline breath, hope that fights and bleeds till death. He don't forgive what don't repent, he lights the match the heaven sent. I met Jesus in a gas mask, swinging justice loud. Told the system I'm your end, not your golden cow. Didn't bring no peace, just reckoning heat with callous palms and blistered feet. Yeah, I met Jesus on a looted night. Said mercy ain't weak, it's how you fight. And kingdom come ain't built by kings, it's born in fire where the people sin. He cried when they cuffed the kid, kissed the forehead, said, "Blessed are those who resist instead." And he vanished when dawn broke red, but his boot prints burned where the rebels tread. I met Jesus where the sirens cry, where truth gets kettled and dreams get fried. He said, "This is my body, broken in rage. This is my blood, spilled on the stage of every street where they try to erase the spark of a world we're dying to make." He's not in pews, he's in the street. Every heartbeat stops the beat. No savior's coming from the sky. We build our wings or we die trying. So if they ask where he lives these days, don't point up, point to barricades. Where love burns bright and fear turns thin, that's where Jesus throws the first brick in. I met Jesus where the sirens cry, where truth gets kettled and dreams get fried. He said, "This is my body, broken in rage. This is my blood, spilled on the stage of every street where they try to erase the spark of a world we're dying to make." All skin folk ain't kinfolk, motherfucker.
So yeah, that's the one of the new tracks off the upcoming album, and yeah, I like it.
Yeah, that was good.
Thanks.
Yeah, that
Thank
shit
you very
was
much.
dope, Sludge.
Thank you very much. Oh, Guillotine, you didn't have to go. You could totally talk out your anger. It's just the end of the show. Oh man. But yeah. So what have you been up to, Nikki? Anything good going on your way?
I can tell you what my last week has been about. It's kind of a long thing, but basically, here's the gist of it. I'm gonna just get how you feel on this. Is that Vancouver Pride in Vancouver, Washington, for the past 2 years has utilized the anarchists and communists on the ground to do medical and security, food, water, etc.
Yeah.
Here,
they hired Vancouver Police Department. And, yeah, white queer lady that owns a ski house in the middle of Vancouver, Washington, is the one that runs it. So I don't think I need to say more.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, you don't. My take on it is fucking disappointing.
So we did a counter demo yesterday with Piggy Pinatas, and we even did our own lawn game. There's a video on my profile that shows a little lawn game. It's pretty cool. And they made it sound like we were just dangerous and we were scaring the marginalized communities. And I'm like, you think we're you had a whole Instagram post that was 100% negative, telling you that this is a bad idea, but you think we're the ones that are scaring them? Are we on the same planet right now? I don't understand what's going on. And then when we got there, because I had gotten statements from the unsheltered youth in the area to take in there, because obviously they're very big targets of police departments. I'm in PDS, right?
Yeah.
But Vancouver's right there. So the unsheltered youth are back and forth between Portland and Vancouver all the time. Actually, one of our youth is in jail in Vancouver right now.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Right?
Ugh.
And I had statements from the unsheltered queer youth that I was going to read, and they locked the doors. They wouldn't even let us go in and participate in their discussion. So apparently they wanted to hire, police to secure Pride, but they didn't feel secure enough in a single building with police in their building. I don't know. It's bizarro shit.
Sounds like some fucking full-on fashy cowardice.
Yeah. So that's what. So yeah, we've been tired. We threw together, the counter demo in the last couple weeks, and it was just we were just banging stuff out left and right. So man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Okay. Well, thanks for sharing it. I just got to say that I've become more and more disillusioned with the organizers behind Pride events, because they have been doing shit like that, and that is fucking disgusting, cowardly behavior. And I'm very upset at the quote unquote leadership of my community.
Fair enough.
I think somebody said they wanted to share something. I saw in the chat.
Yeah, that'd be Bright right here.
Yeah.
Janira.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, I got some interesting news.
What's up, buddy?
So, my birthday was a couple of days ago.
Oh,
tell me happy
fuck,
birthday.
I missed it!
Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you, I appreciate it. I already know you told me in spirit. But, that's not what this is about. Hey, yo! Okay, don't distract me. But, I, got a physical. And, I just got the results back.
Okay.
Thank you. Apparently, my cell division is twice as efficient or twice as high as average people.
Oh.
So apparently, I wasn't supposed to heal from my burns as quickly as I did.
So you're immortal.
I wouldn't say all that. Yeah, it definitely still hurt.
I didn't say invulnerable. I said immortal.
Okay, fair enough. I guess I'm immortal until I'm not.
That's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, he was. My doctor called me. He's like, "Hey, I don't know, what do you be eating?" And I was like, "I don't know, processed meats. I love spam.
Hopes and dreams, thoughts and tariffs."
Yeah, yeah. I eat a lot of spam, eggs, and rice.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yo, they're like, you just got blessed with genetics, dude, because
Fuck yeah.
the burns that I had should have taken at least 2 months to heal.
Yeah.
But I got done healing in 3 weeks."
Nice. What did you say, Seeds? You were saying something?
What show is this? I'm gonna sing the short theme song to a show. You tell me what show it is. I am immortal. I have inside me the blood of kings. Yeah.
Oh, that is Highlander.
Highlander.
Yeah, Song of Princes of the Universe.
Yep. Fuck yeah. Highlander's the shit. There can be only
I ain't
one.
never seen Highlander. There can be only one. That's the only part I know about Highlander.
Yep. By the way, if you see another sludge knuckle on the internet that's not me, strike them dead. There can be only one.
Honestly, I have a weird relationship with the show Highlander and the movies. But it's weird because that was one of those movies that I analyzed and it really fucked with my head because I realized the messaging was kind of messed up.
Isn't it kind of like Star Wars with like the Sith?
No,
The way
so
that they do
basically
things?
what it is this. Alongside humans, there are... It is a fantasy series, first and foremost. It's just a modern era fantasy. Modern as in when it came out.
In quotations, modern.
All right, everybody, hold on a moment. I do have to sidetrack for a moment away from the Highlander conversation. While it is an entertaining conversation, Guillotine would like to talk out some of the rage they're experiencing today. If everybody wouldn't mind, just let's sit here. Let's sit here and hold some space, please.
Yeah.
No, go on, Highlander. I can wait.
Nah. We're not doing
Nope,
that.
I'm not.
You have the floor.
Highlander is not is important. Highlander is not as important.
Damn movie.
The show's over.
Hey, there's only one platform right now. There can be only one, and take the fucking platform.
Yeah.
There we go. You have the floor, sister. Come on now.
Damn
Yeah.
it! I'm telling you.
We love you. So what's going on?
Take the
That's
floor.
fine. You don't have to love me. That's fine. I don't need you to.
I mean, I don't love myself. How can I love someone else?
Well, we'll work on that.
But no, take the damn floor. I can wait. I'm curious about Highlander anyways.
Oh, you're curious about Highlander.
Yeah.
Nice try.
Guillotine's curious about Highlander. Can we give a short synopsis so we can get back to this conversation about her rage?
Okay. Fair enough.
All right. Highlander is the basically you have existing alongside humans a game. It's referred to as the Gathering. It's basically this calling that all the immortals have to meet with each other and eventually have combat. It's held in secret from the majority of humans. The show goes into an idea of there being humans who know, and they're called Watchers. And the idea is that when they can only unalive by removing the other's head. And whenever they do that, the one who slayed the other absorbs their power through of Queen and a lot of lightning. Or technically, if you're looking at the TV series, also the nearest immortal. The issue I have with it is if you replace the immortals with billionaires, it becomes a really weird love fest for capitalism. Like Ghostbusters level love fest for capitalism. But
Fair enough.
That's a later analysis. But it usually follows one of two Scotsmen. And Sean Connery pretends he doesn't know what haggis is, apparently is Egyptian and has a katana. Yes, basically Highlander is Mortal Kombat, but with more lightning and Queen. And a lot of really good musician cameos in the TV series. Like, a lot of them. Like, a lot. And that's the short synopsis of Highlander.
Fantastic. And thank you very much for sharing the synopsis of Highlander. Now, Guillotine Girl, let's talk about your age.
Oh. You thought you were going to skip over that, huh? No, we right back at you.
Spread through that
So-
synopsis.
Oh, look, guess what? I have a trick up my sleeve. Abracadabra, alakazam.
Nope. Damn it. Well, in that case, since Guillotine wants to run away, I'm going to be transitioning over to the Discord. If y'all are in the Discord, please meet me over there in the general voice chat. And if you're not, go ahead and send a request, and we'll get you the invite over there. Guillotine,
What?
what's the matter with you?
Everything and nothing all at the same time.
Rage, have full
Well,
rage.
we're about to transfer over to the Discord. Do you want to head over there and we can collectively watch a movie and discuss some things?
Sure, I guess.
Okay. Well, I'll see you over in Discord then. I love you. What?
Before we go, I gotta show off one thing. The one good thing that came out from today.
Okay. Is it you?
No, it's my birthday gift.
Ooh, you had a
It's your birthday?
No, my birthday is Sunday. Oh, my girlfriend got me this.
All right, we're having
Are you a Gemini?
Look at the shark.
Shark.
Fuck yeah.
My bad.
It's the one from IKEA that's like that everyone is obsessed over.
IKEA shark.
Happy
Okay.
early birthday. Wait, Guillotine, are you a Gemini?
Yes.
Yo, gang, samesies.
That's fucking hilarious. Well, yeah, if everybody could convene over at the Discord real quick, and I'll hold a little vote to see what movie y'all want to watch, or at least just have playing in the background, and then we can have some more discussions and talk about some not super specific organizational concepts, because I think at this point in life we should probably start talking about what the fuck we're going to do.
Wait, hold on, Sludge.
Yes.
Real quick.
Lou
God
just
damn it.
joined.
Yes.
Thank you, Tony. Please stop nutting on my screen.
Hey, yo!
Sir,
I couldn't help
not
it, sorry.
the screen.
I know, I don't
Nut.
blame you. But wait, hold on, real quick. Super
Yo,
important
how do I
question.
do that?
You send a rose.
Okay, you see when you get
No,
your-
real quick. Real quick.
Yo, I already have a baby.
Let Lynn speak.
Yes, sorry, my bad.
Thank you. Guillotine Girl, I have a really important question. What's your shark's name? Oh my fucking god, please. Can I have shark pics? Like, can we talk after this? I'm gonna hit the DMs.
Yes.
Please, I love sharks.
I
I
mean,
have to show you my shark. It's so cool. Oh my god.
Brick. I love
I
cat
like-
with a brick. I love cat with brick. I love cat with brick. I love cat with brick. Okay.
Yo, Loon, please send me that picture in the DM, please.
Bet my shark is so dope, honestly. Yo,
And Guillotine, please send me that cat with a brick.
Brother.
we're gonna have to start our own
I'm
like
gonna need all that.
dead ass. No, oh my god, it's like a rock shark, right? It's like a pink rock shark, and it's you don't even understand. It's so.
It's like a
fucking
rock
cute.
lobster, only better.
Ooh.
Oh, speaking of, if y'all see Rock Lobster Girl's stuff, you better boost it, because if y'all like aren't nice to her after everything that happened, I don't know what to tell you. That shit's really sad.
I want to say I know who that is, but I don't think I do.
There
Rock
was a
Lobster
girl-
Girls?
No, she's like 17 or younger. She's somewhere between 13 and 17, and she made like a really bad cover of a Rock Lobster song. Like, it wasn't even that bad. It was just not good. And people like severely bullied her until she pretended to like off herself so people would leave her alone. And if I like, this is for chat, if I catch anybody around me saying anything bad about Rock Lobster Girl, I'm so sorry. I'm never speaking to you again. Cause that shit was crazy.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Fair enough.
I don't care if the song was bad or not. She's like a teenager. She's like a little kid, and then people like clowned on her after they found out she was alive too, and were like, You should have actually done it. Like, it was really,
That's
really fucking
that's fucking rude.
I know,
Nikki, I did send you the invite to Discord, just so you know.
Wait, Nikki's joining the Discord?
Yeah, absolutely, Nikki's.
I'll get in
Wait,
there.
Nikki's
Okay.
not in the Discord?
Yeah, I just found that out too.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I would have sent you a link. My
Yeah,
bad.
that's crazy, Lynn.
it's no big
That's in your job.
I know,
just-
right?
Did
Guys,
it
just
freeze
take it
for
out
everyone
back.
else, or is it just my phone being weird?
I think it's your phone being weird, but I don't know. TikTok's been doing some weird shit lately, and you never know, it might cut me off.